in consumption. And, moving that way will take some changes in Missouri, but pretty much all signs show towards if Missouri does that, we're going to be growing faster, more people are moving here, and it's going to be better for everyone eventually.
Yeah. We're talking to Elias Tsapelas from the Show Me Institute. Legislative session, as I mentioned, ends at 6 o'clock tonight. Now, there have also been other things they're working on. To me, Elias, is the personal property tax something that my wife and I just hit us like a hammer. Wait, we bought it, we paid taxes when we bought it, and now we got to pay taxes even though we already bought. You know what I mean? And I don't blame us for being confused by that. But do you think they can get rid of personal property tax in this state and give people a break? My God.
I don't think they can get rid of it this year. I know there was some debate in the Missouri Senate last night about the personal property tax. Now, one thing that I don't think people have talked about too much about this income tax legislation is that if the state does change its sales tax, meaning broaden the sales tax base, meaning, what the sales tax applies to, that will increase money that goes towards local governments, and local governments should use that money to lower personal property tax rates. I mean, the legislation gives local governments some authority over what they would lower, but it does ensure that it can't be some sort of windfall, and that money can go towards personal property taxes, lowering the sales tax rate, things like that. So really, on a kind of roundabout way, this is also an effort that could, get Missouri at least a little less reliant on personal property taxes, because a lot of states don't do that like Missouri does.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, maybe I missed it. Is that the plan or is that just a suggestion?
So the plan requires three things. So it says the legislature is going to enact something to get rid of the income tax based off of revenue growth. It gives the legislature the authority to change the state sales tax, meaning what it applies to. But if they do change the sales tax, what it applies to, and that increases money to local governments, they have to lower other taxes. And it's up to the locality which tax they want to lower, but they do not have the option of, getting additional money and just keeping it for whatever they want to.
Yeah. It seems to me like that would be first on a municipality's list. Give the people that live in our city a break from personal property tax, even if it's less, if not down to nothing. Right? Or am I wrong?
I would think so. But, when you look at some of the stuff like the city of St. Louis and Kansas City, the earnings tax, there are things that are, really working against the city's growth efforts. So, that could be higher on the list. Some places don't even have property taxes, so they have a lot of sales taxes, so they might lean that way. But I'm sure a lot of areas personal property taxes are right on top of the list. And I know the legislature is working on other things. It's just they're really relying on the personal property taxes. So it's a hard thing to get rid of, but with additional money, making sure that they move in that direction might just be the best we can get this year.
Yeah. It's crazy, Elias, that we've let it come this far, It's fun. This is so stupid, okay? We were listening to some music at home, my wife and I. We were listening to Dionne Warwick and the song, Do You Know the Way to San Jose, right?
Yeah.
Then it goes, L.A. is a great big freeway. Put 100 down and buy a car. Because in 1968, $100 is probably all you need to put down on a car.
Because cars were only like $4,000.
And now you got to put, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 down on a car. So we let that get out of control. So my point is, buying a car, that sales tax will go up too without the personal property tax?
Well, it doesn't say, whatever the legislature passed here doesn't say exactly what they are going to do with the sales tax. I mean, I think top of the list would be expanding the sales tax to things like digital goods and services, because today, if you go to Barnes & Noble and buy a book, we're paying sales tax sometimes upwards of 10% on, sometimes even more than 10%. But if I buy a book for my Kindle, I don't pay sales tax at all. So there's a little bit of competitive here with online sales versus in-person sales that the legislature is going to deal with. So in theory, if the legislature just expands the sales tax to these things that are, that we should be taxing already, trying to fix the system, that wouldn't mean we'd have to raise the legislature would, need to raise the sales tax rate on other things. But ultimately, it's something the legislature is going to decide if voters approve this. And, there's plenty of things that they can do that would not be good there. But I, as someone who recently bought a car, I certainly would not be in favor of raising the sales tax on my car purchase.
So we're talking to Elias Tsapelas from the Show Me Institute. Elias, I was talking literally last night, Vic. I was talking with an accountant friend of mine, and I was just like, no, we got to get rid of this income tax. And this person said, no, we shouldn't, and we should be thinking about this. And I said, well, anytime there's a tax, I want to get rid of it. He said, well, what will happen is everything else is going to go up then. They're going to, what we always say, Vic, they're going to find a way to get the money from us somehow. And if they get rid of all the income tax, everything else is going to go up. And that's the way he explained it to me. Is that even close to being true? Because I told him also that I want the personal property tax gone. And he said, well, that's a better proposition. But the income tax thing, you better be careful with it because you might get what you want.
Well, like I said before, we don't know how fast they get rid of this income tax. So the longer you go without getting rid of it, basically just relying on growth, assuming that the legislature doesn't let Missouri's budget and government services grow accordingly, the state wouldn't have to change the sales tax near as much the longer it takes. Now, if you want to do it faster, expanding the sales tax base to other things. But I think it's important to point out that Missouri has hundreds of sales tax exemptions that different lobbying groups have, pushed for over the years. We give out $1 billion in income tax credits right now. There's tons of ways that Missouri can get closer towards eliminating this income tax without raising the price on everyone else. I mean, ultimately, this is something that money does have to come from somewhere, but it doesn't have to be hitting everyone's pocketbook as quickly as people are worried about.
Well, I might be oversimplifying everything, but how about like getting rid of some services that are bloated? I'm just saying things like that.
Oh, I'm all in favor of trying to rein in Missouri's budget.
It's crazy. Well, cut spending. How? They always say they're going to cut spending.
Where?
They never say how they're going to do it, and it just gets us a little frustrated, Elias.
A little bit.
Elias Tsapelas, Director of State Budget and Fiscal Policy at the Show Me Institute. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
You got it.
See you, Elias.
Get him at showmeinstitute.org. Sorry, thrown off by the awesome Keith Richards guitar. Oh, my God. How cool is that, Ken?
Yeah.
New Rolling Stones. There's another song from this album. The video. Do you remember The Irishman, the movie The Irishman, when it came out, and they used reverse aging technology to make them look younger?
Oh, yes.
They did it. The Stones did a video, and everybody looks young.
Oh, I need to see that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Keith's hair's all black. And
all right.
Nick's all young and
all right.
stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. Commander Larry Connors is next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Crank it up, baby.
Stream the Vic Porcelli Show at NewstalkSTL. The Vic Porcelli Show.
We demand a lower work week, 32-hour work week.
Very well, we'll give them shorter hours. We'll start by cutting their lunch hour to 20 minutes.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Stop it. Stop it, you're a U.S. Senator. Stop it. So, Chris Cooper at Serenity Wealth Management, smart guy, great guy, fun guy to talk to. Because, Ken, I love, and I think we try to do it. We try not to take ourselves too seriously here.
We try.
You know?
Yeah.
We try, but we don't succeed. Is that
well,
what
I
you're trying to say?
I think we do.
I'm just giving you trouble. But Chris doesn't take himself too seriously, and he will give a conversation. He'll have a conversation with you that'll make you feel so much more comfortable about talking about your money. Now, as far as him running around with my women, well, we'll find out more about that when Diane Wood stops in from, Kathy Connor, Diane Wood. What am I, chopped liver?
Yeah. Maybe.
Hey, what?
No, you're not.
Jesus, can you get me on my side?
I am.
Yeah, I know. So books, free books that you can read and get an idea of what Chris does. One's called The Business Owner's Playbook for Financial Clarity. You can find that at SerenityNowBiz.com. That's B-I-Z, biz.com. Or his other two standbys, The New Holistic Retirement and Tax-Free Solutions for Long-Term Care, both available at SerenityNowTax.com. And his radio show in his little cool studio where he entertains all my girls.
Mm-hmm. It's a fun feature of Fun with Finance.
Yeah, I know. Serenity Wealth Now is the name of the show. Serenity Now with Chris Cooper.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors.
Serenity Now! This is 101.9 and 94.1.
Female millennial Trump supporter. I listen to it like every day. Like, seriously, you get it.
News Talk STL.
Tony Colombo here for Gutter Pros and Exteriors, your all-in-one service team that brings years of experience and quality that's affordable right to your doorstep. Christine and I discovered Gutter Pros and Exteriors when we bought our home and inherited a gutter problem. And they've also repaired siding damage on our home because along with gutter repair, gutter installation, and leaf protection, the Gutter Pros team are also the best for repairing other exterior damage, including fascia, soffit, and all siding repair and installation. Learn about all the ways Gutter Pros and Exteriors can help your home or business right now at gutterpros.com.
I'm Dr. TJ, owner of the Institute of Natural Health, co-owner of Optimal Nutraceuticals, and the host of Wellness One. Wellness One is designed to cut through the nonsense and provide you common sense science-based information regarding health and wellness. On the show, we discuss topics like thyroid health, gut health, hormone optimization, and many others. Our show airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. right here on NewstalkSTL. And you can visit us at inhstl.com. That's inhstl.com.
Scott, can you believe it's already been more than a decade since the Queen of Carpets sold flooring to St. Louis area contractors?
I know, but I don't have to be a king to offer contractors today's lowest prices.
Yes, contractors owe it to their customers and themselves to shop at Best Buy Flooring for the largest in-stock selection of carpet, carpet tile, sheet vinyl, laminate, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, and luxury vinyl tile.
Plus 3 convenient locations, North County, South County, and Metro East.
Open 7 days a week.
Best flooring, best selection, Best Buy. Best Buy Flooring.
If you have a phone, you have a radio.
Download the all-new News Talk STL app.
Love the all-new News Talk STL app.
On my way to work in the morning.
Usually I'm in the car.
I listen on the app in my car every morning going to work.
Download the News Talk STL app and listen anytime, anywhere.
Straits on mine. Ships backed up heavy, that's a bad headline. They said, sir, be careful. I said, watch me go. I run the pressure game, I just steal the show. 48 hours, yeah, I said.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
Call it risk, I call it a deal. Big moves only, that's just how I feel. Open the strait, or I will. Big ships moving.
The Vic Porcelli Show.
Live and be well.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
See, this is what I thought AI was made for funny songs like this.
I love this song. And if you watch the video, you'll love it even more.
So I know that Pete Hegseth's on drums.
Yes.
Tulsi Gabbard on guitar. What does Trump play? I forget.
President Trump's the singer, and he has a guitar in his hand. He's playing it a little bit, too. It's great.
Open it straight.
Oh, I will.
All right, let's get the commander.
St. Louis. It's Commander Connor's neighborhood.
Good morning, Commander Connors.
Good morning, gentlemen. God bless you. Yeah, I like that song. I think the only thing it seemed to be missing, it had a little bit of a reggae sound to it, didn't it? And it had a little steel drum in it.
You know what? You're right. We named the band because they didn't have a name for it. We called it the Trump Rasta Foundation.
Oh, there we go.
And with AI, you can make anybody look like anything.
Yeah.
And, boy.
Yeah, you look at my latest AI picture. I have more hair than you do.
Wow. But in that video, Tulsi Gabbard looks so hot.
Yeah, with a guitar. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, listen. Did you know? Should I tell them that story?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So my wife is a nurse.
Yes.
And she used to be a hospice nurse. And she was in a facility. and she's standing in line waiting to talk to the person behind the counter. Right in front of her is a Jamaican woman. I mean, right off the Jamaican boat to America.
Right.
So the nurse behind the counter says, okay, just put your John Henry on here and everything will be good. And she goes, oh, it's you wouldn't know that because you're not American. So my wife, who can't keep her mouth shut, like I can't keep my mouth shut, says, I'm American. I don't know what you're talking about. So she goes, John Henry signed the Declaration of Independence. And she goes, no, I was John Hancock. So I love it. All that part is true.
I love it.
The rest of it, I've made up in my head, where this poor Jamaican woman goes home and has dinner with her husband. And in the middle of dinner, she says, hey, did you know that John Henry signed the Declaration of Independence? And he says, no, you fool. John Henry was a steel driving man. That's it. That's the whole story.
There's a great Cajun joke that Justin Wilson used to tell very quickly about a third grader. His father's called to the school, and his teacher tells him, says, I keep asking and I keep asking about who signed the Declaration of Independence. He won't tell me. So he goes and talks to his son and said, look, if you sign that damn thing, you say you signed it.
That's great. All right, so listen, serious subject. I think this is a big story. Maybe I'm overblowing it, but yesterday, President
Trump.
Xi.
Oh, shit.
We
didn't know where you're going.
We started calling him President 11 because it's Roman numeral 11.
Right.
Ilhan Omar probably calls him.
World War III.
So World War 11. So the Chinese security would not let our Secret Service guys into that meeting with their firearms. What's the point of being there if you don't have the firearms? And it was a half an hour standoff, Larry, like a Western High at noon shootout. We never do that to them when they come here.
No, and that's the first. I mean, I don't know of any other occasion that's ever happened. We always allow going to the White House. They're going to bring their own staff. They have to be checked, and if they have it, well, then we have our people in there too. But that's pretty standard protocol. You bring your security detail with you.
And Trump's been to China already. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
So what's going on? I mean, I don't trust President Xi. I don't trust China for a second.
No, but again, in the scheme of everything, that's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, I'm pissed off over it. I will say that.
Yeah. It's sometimes the little things lead to big things.
They do.
Right?
They do.
And, I've said this for 5 years. I've been on the air. China makes our antibiotics.
Yeah.
So if we were at literal war with them, what's going to stop them from putting poison in the pills?
That's why we've got to start changing and getting away from that. And it's all about the gain of function. Dr. Fake and Fauci are still wrapped up in, and eventually we'll get to the bottom of that, hopefully, and he will face time in prison. But I believe in learning about these kinds of viruses and what they do and how to do them, how to protect yourself and everything. But don't send money to China and have them do the research for us. That was my whole point.
Research and production. I don't know why we don't make our own medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to know this stuff.
I don't know. I don't trust the guy. We were talking about something. I don't remember what it was, Ken, but, a Chinese person here, maybe it was the spy, the mayor of Arcadia, California, right?
Yeah, Wong.
Chinese lady.
Yeah.
Who was admitted she was a Chinese asset, right?
Yeah.
So when she goes back home, what do? Just kill her when she gets back? Like, we wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Why would we know?
When I talk to Premier Xi later today, I'll ask that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You are talking to Gordon Chang today.
I am talking to Gordon Chang. You're right.
He is
China expert.
Yeah, I think he's the
his
foremost.
latest book, Plan Red, China's Plan to Destroy America, Democracy.
Well, we see all this pageantry and everything and these niceties that are going on between Xi and President Trump, which is great. I think it's great and it's necessary, and President Trump does it better than anybody.
Yeah.
He is in love with this guy, and you know what? Behind the scenes, it's not the same. So just be quiet about it. All you experts on Facebook, by the way.
He was trained. He was cordial. I mean, some people think he went over the top in his praise, but, he's doing it because the Chinese people are seeing it as well.
Yep.
He's trying to make that connection. It's an honor to Xi for him to do it that way.
Well,
but we're still not getting everything we want. Well, we might have gotten the Iran deal. That's still, as far as shutting some oil down for a period of time. I'm not sure where that stands yet.
I think President Trump is doing the Michael Corleone thing.
Yeah.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Absolutely. You nailed it.
I mean, if he was like, President Xi sucks, we need to kill him and kill China, that would be bad. But boy, that Xi, he's great, man. Then he's not going to see it coming, maybe.
Yeah. Well, she's smart enough to see through it.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, they turned around the tensions behind the scenes. I mean, she quickly started jumping into that. If you're not careful how you handle Taiwan, you could create. I mean, he immediately jumped to the next level.
Oh, and he used some pretty explosive words.
He did.
Conflicts.
The diplomatic words came from Trump. The contentious words came from Xi.
So doesn't that tell us that he will take over Taiwan? Why would you say that if those weren't your plans?
I know that's what they want, but I don't know if there will be an actual battle. Well, God help us if there is.
Right. And then if we're at literal war with China, watch your antibiotics when you take them.
Yeah. Every day.
That blew me away when I learned that. Why don't we just make them here? Millions of jobs. Who knows how many jobs it would create with a pharmaceutical factory here, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's get back to Gordon Chang just for 1 second.
Yes, sir.
We had him on, and he told us that these military-aged people that Ken always calls military-aged
single men
are coming here waiting for marching orders.
I have no doubt. Thank you, Joe Biden, for opening the border for them.
So what do we do now? Biden saw. What do we do now?
We have to monitor. We have to watch.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching a movie series that features De Niro, and his politics have turned me off so much, but I always give actors credit for their ability.
We do too.
In their form.
We separate the politics from the art, right?
And this is 0 day, where there's been a glitch in our system, all communications down. But ironically, they let the broadcast operation continue so the story can be told and all the crashes and the mayhem can be shown to the American public. And he is supposedly going to head up a commission, the 0 day commission, where they're going to have pretty much unlimited authority, even dropping rid of habeas corpus and everything else.
You mentioned something about keeping an eye on everything, Mr. Connors, and okay, I totally agree with that. I was browsing through, I don't know, I'm reading a lot of articles, and I went through across one. I don't know where it was, but they found an IUD? IED? Yes, explosive device. At the base of a waterway. It was at the base of a dam at a major waterway where I can't remember where it was, in the United States. I'll find it too.
Okay.
They just found it. These guys were cleaning out the dam area, but in the water at the bottom.
Right.
And they found an IED.
Unbelievable.
So what my point is that, okay, we can watch, but if they're putting things in place to get ready for something, we've got to really have a keen eye for things like that. This was by accident that they discovered it.
And it's not just the Xi. And Gordon and I had discussed that before as well. All these young military-age men, they're not bringing families. They're coming across the border during the Biden years. In addition to the known terrorists coming in addition to the gang bangers and everybody else that came in, we're slowly getting control back. But once they're inside and infesting us, we got to be extreme careful.
Yep, keep our eyes open, absolutely.
Yep.
So, story behind the story tonight?
George Wallace, the attempted assassination of George Wallace happened on this day, 1972, and he came to St. Louis. He campaigned for president 4 times, and this was in 70. He campaigned in, let me give my dates, 68, 72, 64, 68, 72, and 76. The shooting of George Wallace happened on this date in May 76, but he later came back. That was in 72, rather. He came back and did an appearance in St. Louis in 76, and I had a chance to interview him at that time. Of course, then he's in the wheelchair.
Right.
Wow.
Man. That's going to be interesting. It's always great. Story behind the story.
Thank you.
Larry Connors, USA. Larry's going to play in the World Series of Poker Circuit event.
I am. I'll be gone next Friday, gentlemen. I'm headed to New Orleans. And there's a World Circuit down event underway, and I like going down there. It's the last stop before they open the main event in Vegas, and there'll be a lot of great players there, and I try to mix in with them. And at the same time, if I get knocked out, I just go get some good Cajun food and listen to some good jazz.
Well, run good.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
May your pots be monster. How did Mike Sexton said?
May your hands be live and your pots be monsters.
There you go. There you go. The great Mike Sexton. Thanks, man.
Thanks. God bless.
Commander Connor's Neighborhood.
Thank you, Mr. Connors.
Thank you, sir.
That standoff story scared the hell out of me, Ken. It really did.
Oh, yeah.
Scared the hell out of me. All right, so today,
there we go.
We got a few switcheroony things going on today.
Yeah.
To accommodate one of our dearest friends who listens to this show.
And it's gonna be it's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be good. Coming up next, one of the switcheroonies, the Wheel of Audio Clips on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home.
I run the pressure game, I just steal the show. 48 hours, yeah.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Be cool, honey bunny. Be cool.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Nobody does it like me. Nobody will. Nobody open the strap.
On the next Larry Connor's USA.
The story behind the story. This date, 1972, the attempted assassination of George Wallace.
Larry Connor's USA. Now, weeknights 6 until 8 on News Talk STL.
Do you own a timeshare? Well, face the facts. You made a mistake. You made a bad purchase. A timeshare is not an investment. It's a money pit that continues forever. If you use your timeshare, that's great. But if you don't, and you want to legally get out of your contract, call my friends right now at the Timeshare Exit Hotline. They're an experienced team of lawyers who help good people like you get out of a timeshare contract that they just don't want. Don't throw away your money on maintenance fees. Use it for things you really want. We can help you end your timeshare contract and stop the money drain immediately. If you're ready to move on with your timeshare, call our team right now.
Cancel your timeshare now with this free call. 800-524-1641. 800-524-1641. 800-524-1641. That's 800-524-1641.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the woods. I was so ragged that folks used to call me Patches. Papa used to tease me about it, because deep down inside he was...
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
I can see him with a shovel in his hand. See, education he never had. He did wonders when the times got bad. The little money from the crops he raised barely paid the bills we made. Whole life had kicked him down to
The Vic Porcelli Show.
It's not personal, son. It's strictly business.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Pull the family through. My son is all up to you. Clarence Carter, a song called Patches.
2 days later, Papa passed away. I became a man that day.
Oh, my God. Clarence Carter passed away yesterday, and that song, Ken, I was born in 58, 68 is 10, so I was 12 years old when the song was out, and it used to make me cry when it came on the radio.
Vic turned me onto this song, or actually gave me this song last night, and when I'm putting it in, I had this flashback to where I was in the, I don't know if you ever are familiar with a Volkswagen, a Bug, but they have a cubbyhole in the very, very back over the engine. And my dad had for a short time a Volkswagen, but only 3 of the kids could fit in it at a time. And I just remember, I flashed to me being in that cubbyhole, looking out the window from the bottom, and then hearing that song. And I believe, my dad never sang a note, but I believe during this song he did sing the Patches, I'm dependent. I flashed right to that moment.
Yeah. It's music. I swear to God, music can take you back to an instant in your life.
Yep.
And that's when I've been driving with my dad, too, in his Dodge Dart, listening to 77 WABC. Time for Real Water Clips.
Brought to you by Johnson Heating and Cooling, making homes comfortable all year round. 636-332-4141.
It's America's favorite game show, The Wheel of Audio Clips. Here's the host of Wheel of Audio Clips, Vic Porcelli.
Thank you, Jim Modulin. It's early. Is studio audience come out today? You ladies are great. They all got their Ken Williams signs.
No, I see a lot of Vic.
I don't see any of those. My eyes aren't too good anymore. So this is part of our switcheroony for today. We usually do this at the end of the show.
Yeah.
And we moved it around, and it's a great surprise for somebody, and you'll understand when it all happens. All right, Ken. Ken took all the clips that we played all week, put them on the wheel. Ken, spin that wheel, and let's get our wheel of audio clips going. 2 days later, my daddy passed away. Oh, my God. What a great song. Now that's in my head for the rest of the day, for sure. Oh, okay. You know, I love this kid. I love this guy. His name is Brandon Gill, representative from Texas. I believe this is his first term as a U.S. representative.
I think so.
He kicks royal ass in committee hearings, doesn't he?
Every time, and he gets to the point no matter what the subject matter.
And this is him talking about our children growing up, and we don't want the girls wearing burqas.
I would rather preserve the America that we know and love so that my daughter and my son can grow up in that country, as opposed to growing up in a world where they go to the mall in Dallas, Texas, and you see 90% of the people wearing burqas and speaking foreign languages.
You know, Vic, I had a conversation with my wife last night about this. I have 2 daughters, and I don't know, we got into this conversation about what's going on here with you and I. And I said, you know, we're doing this not for us. I mean, we're at an age where it's like we could coast through and be fine for the next 20 years, 30 years, who knows? But my daughters and my grandkids, possibly, potentially, they're going to be living with us and dealing with this, and we've got to do something about it.
You know, if there were a time machine that can take you 2 different directions, right? You get into the time machine. One direction is democracy, constitutional republic, everything's great. And then the other direction is everything's
Islam.
3rd century women in burqas, Islam taking over, killing people if they don't want to believe in Islam. It sounds crazy, I know. It sounds absolutely exaggerated and crazy.
Yeah.
But it could happen.
Yeah.
Because Iran wasn't like that before 1979.
Well, you're reading my mind, because
great minds.
Persia, before 79, they were a version of Christianity. They believed in Christians, and they took over that country. Texas right now, every week in this country, there are 4 new mosques being built.
A day? Is that what you said?
Every week. 4 new ones a week. And just in New York alone, there are over 80, New York City.
New York is run by Democrats, so, of course. But Texas, that surprises me that happens in Texas.
And they say, well, no, Epic City's no more. Yet, no, it's not. It's being built right now. The leasing and everything else is happening right now in Epic City.
I said when Larry was here, Gordon Chang is the utmost authority on China. I think you're the utmost authority on Islam. I really do.
Well, there are many people who know a lot more than I do. I'm reading, and that's all I ask everybody to do, Vic, is
you've
read.
Researched, and you know what you're talking about. You're a handsome guy, too. All right, spin the wheel. We love Ken. We love Ken. We love Ken. Even Howard Cosell likes Ken Williams. Okay, so what the hell is this? Tennessee Representative Justin Pearson, who thinks he's a combination of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, was caught intimidating state troopers.
Boy.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You stupid mother.
They were done with him. They're actually trying to make moves to censure him somehow. That was a state representative, Vic, on the floor of their Congress.
Yeah. And he's been doing this for a while. It's not anything new. And the redistricting, because Memphis wants to secede from the state of Tennessee. I'm like, really? How stupid are you? You know how many black music careers started in Memphis?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So he really thinks, and he looks like he could be Malcolm X. He sounds like he wants to be Martin Luther King. And I just want to say one more time, maybe not one more time, maybe I'll say this more in the future. I'm done with people like Hakeem Jeffries and this guy who is, his name is Justin Pearson. They stole MLK from us.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything else from radical black activists about MLK. Because you know what MLK said? He said he wants his 4 little children to grow up in a world where they're judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Well, that's what we're saying.
That's what we've always said.
And DEI is the opposite of that.
Exactly.
So stop it. They don't get to use MLK anymore. I'm sorry.
No.
They don't. Is that okay?
Yeah, with regard to DEI,
yeah, of course.
It's counterproductive.
I want everybody to have a chance to do everything.
Yes.
But don't. All right, we'll get too far into this.
I know.
Spin the wheel. All righty. This is weird doing it this early, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The neighbors are going to start complaining that the wheel is too loud this early. You got to spin that wheel so early in the morning? Is that what they say to us?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Wow, this thing is full of stuff here. Riley Gaines talking about when you strengthen moms, you strengthen families.
And why resources like moms.gov are so incredibly important, because what they're doing is they're equipping moms. They're strengthening moms. And when you strengthen moms, you strengthen families. And when you strengthen families, you strengthen communities. And when you strengthen communities, you change the culture. And when you change the culture, you win America. That's what this is about.
Riley Gaines, I think she is so brave, Ken, because she showed up for a speech in San Francisco at a university there, and they attacked her, physically attacked her, kept her locked up. Well, the people who were protecting her had her locked up in a room so that the violent students wouldn't get to her and hurt her.
Yeah.
They always resort to violence, and then they accuse us of violence.
Yes.
Like the ICE officers and everything else.
No, they keep doing it. They did it during the Biden administration. Remember, every other day they were saying, no, don't let your eyes deceive you. Your ears deceive you. He's not saying this stuff. The man runs down the hall at the White House. We can't even keep up with him.
Yeah.
You're lying when you say the stuff that you're saying about Joe Biden. And they do that, but they do it now. They do it with different instances, different occurrences, Vic.
And have you noticed, Ken? I hate this. It's not on Facebook, but if it was, we call it vague book. You know, when people do things. Like I hate when people put on X. Here's President Trump walking up the stairs of Air Force One. Tell me what you see. Shut up. What are you trying to say? He can't walk up the stairs of Air Force One like Joe couldn't, and they made him do the baby steps in the back of the plane?
Right. Well, and that was another thing that they tried to do. Not only did they say that you don't know what you're looking at, but they would say things like when President Trump went down that wet metal ramp, remember at I think it was at West Point?
Yeah.
And he was shuffling his feet so he wouldn't fall, which you and I both would have done.
Sure.
And they said, see, he can't, look at his gait. He can't walk down this thing.
The difference between him and me is I would have fell on my ass.
I probably would have too.
All right, spin the wheel.
Catch it on the
Stephen Colbert's last show is tonight, I think. I don't know why my crying turns into the Cowardly Lion. Have you never noticed that?
It does, but I like it.
Who took me out of it? Okay. Our favorite, Representative Pramila Jayapal.
Love her.
Only one Russian tanker of oil has made it to Cuba. In fact, it landed just a couple of days before I landed. And one tanker has enough oil basically for 10 to 14 days of Cuba's oil needs. So it's a very limited amount of time. Now, Russia has said they're going to send another tanker. I was in conversations with the ambassadors from Mexico and some other places, and I know other countries in Latin America are trying to figure out how to get oil there. Let's talk about the fact that President Trump incited an erection.
Now, she went to Cuba and talked about President Trump's erection? Is that what she did?
I don't know, yeah.
What the hell's the matter with her?
I don't know, something.
What kind of treasonous activity is she up to down there in Cuba?
I can't believe that a current representative of this country is down there talking about now. Wait a minute. Russia was the enemy up for about the last 10 years, right? Russia, and all that other good stuff.
Right.
But now they're an ally of the Democrats because, well, Trump. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I think happens. They get into a room, some boardroom somewhere. Like, let's take the election, 2028 election, or even the midterms. Okay, that's what we got to do, guys. We got to say that black people are too stupid to get ID, so the Republicans.
Do you really want to go that far? Though?
Yes, no, they're too stupid.
Okay,
They don't want to get ID.
All right.
So we have to say that so that we can rig.
But I'm black, so I'm.
No, don't vote. And then that runs through, and it doesn't work. So then they're back in the same room. Okay, now this time we're going to try women who are married, can't change their name, and can't vote.
Okay, well, I'm a married woman. I can vote. I really can, I think.
No, I don't think you have.
Oh, okay.
Because you
All right.
can't. Because the Republicans won't let you.
Okay.
You're married, right?
Yeah.
You got to change your name, right?
Right.
Well, how could you vote?
Well, it was fine. It took me 5 minutes.
That ran through. That didn't work.
Right.
So what's next? But same thing with what you're talking about with Cuba, you know?
Yeah.
They hear President Trump talking about Cuba. They see who is there now? John Radcliffe, the CIA director, is in Cuba. By the way, did you see him getting on the plane with there's like barbed wire fencing around it? It looks like he's getting out of prison.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jemiah Pep.
I just think there's something. I think that something needs to happen where they're. Well, okay, let's censure them again. That's all they do. I mean, nobody gets held accountable for anything, their actions in any way, shape, or form anymore.
All right, Ken,
Censure them.
do we have time for one more or two more?
Let's go.
One more?
We can do two more, maybe.
I don't want to maybe, because I don't...
Okay, no.
Okay. Spin the wheel.
All right.
All right.
Oh, okay.
This is Ilhan Omar's favorite number on our sheet, anyway. President Trump talking about Iran and how we have it under control. Don't you worry about it.
We have a lot of things to discuss. I wouldn't say Iran is one of them, to be honest with you, because we have Iran very much under control. We're either going to make a deal or they're going to be decimated. So one way or the other, we win.
Okay, prove him wrong. Prove him wrong, left. If they don't have anything under control, why isn't Iran blowing our ships out of the water?
Here is how mean the left has made me, okay? Because I was never really mean against the press and stuff until we started doing this.
Yeah.
And President Trump called two different female reporters stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you know why? Because they're stupid.
Right. The stupidest questions they asked, he said, well, what?
They ask military secrets questions.
And he says, I'm not going to tell you
what?
this.
So, because they don't want him to win. They don't want us to win.
No.
So they can blame it on him.
Prove us wrong. I mean, get a Democrat going here. We'll find out.
That's all the time we have for the Wheel of Audio Clips. This is Vic Porcelli saying, help control the liberal population. Have your liberal spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody. All right, it is a Friday, even though Ken hasn't reminded us that it's a Friday, like only once.
You're right. You're calling me out, man. I appreciate it.
If you want to play, you can play. Former Representative J.D. Hayworth.
Friday!
There we go! Former Arizona Representative J.D. Hayworth talking about drugs, Big Pharma. We talked about that. He'll solidify it for us next.
I'm in my late 60s. My husband died a few years ago. He did all of our taxes. I sold a piece of property last year, and I forgot to claim the proceeds of the sale. Next thing I know, I got a letter from the IRS telling me that I owe over $50,000. Now I have a huge tax problem. I don't have that kind of money. I wish I knew who to call.
If you sold property in the last calendar year or didn't claim all of your part-time or even retirement income, you could be in big trouble with the IRS. Call first before they send you a letter. If you've already got a letter, call. We'll help you file years of past tax returns and save you time and money. So call the tax doctor. The call is confidential and free.
800-240-4586. 800-240-4586. 800-240-4586. That's 800-240-4586.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
Speaking with Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway.
I'm particularly concerned about the products that are really aimed at kids that look like Skittles, Chips Ahoy cookies, Doritos that contain THC. So these places are selling pot, but they're also selling these other products that you can't make any argument but that they are targeted at kids.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps. Weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL. KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Final round of talks between President Trump and Chinese President Xi having wrapped up. Mr. Trump now on his way back home. Speaking aboard Air Force One, the president touts China's pledge to purchase 200 Boeing jetliners.
This will be by far the largest order ever if they do a good job with the 200, which I'm sure they will. And that's General Electric also, the engines. So they're buying General Electric. So it's approximately 450 engines, 200 planes, and a promise of up to 750 if they do a good job.
The president says China has also agreed to purchase American soybeans. Ukrainian President Zelensky says 3 children are among the 24 people killed in a Russian missile attack on a Kiev apartment building, as so much of the world's attention was focused on the Trump-Xi summit in Beijing. Vladimir Putin stepped up Russia's assault on its neighbor, Ukraine. A whole lot of New York City area commuters may soon have to find another way to get to work.
The Long Island Railroad could shut down Saturday at 12:01 a.m. if unionized workers and the train system can't reach a tentative contract. The railroad, which serves New York City's eastern suburbs, is North America's largest commuter rail system, carrying some 250,000 customers each weekday. The railroad and the union representing locomotive engineers, machinists, and other train workers have been negotiating for months. A strike was temporarily averted in September when the Trump administration agreed to help. Those efforts ended without a deal, and both sides were given 60 days to try again. I'm Donna Warder.
Following yesterday's record gains, a sell-off this morning on Wall Street. The Dow is down about 383 points. The NASDAQ Composite Index is off around 300 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free, no-risk consultation. 800-292-7875. 800-292-7875. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-292-7875.
This hour of News Talk STL brought to you by Chris Cooper and Serenity Wealth Management. Business owners, download your free playbook for financial clarity at SerenityWealthBiz.com. That's SerenityWealthBiz.com. From the Michaels Flooring Outlet Weather Center.
Good morning. On First Alert 4, meteorologist Shan Scotch. We're going to be tracking scattered showers and storms looking to exit as we head towards the mid to late morning hours. Looking drier this afternoon, partly sunny skies. Temperatures continue to rise towards mid-80s, increasing humidity. Then into Saturday. Most of the first half of the day going to continue to track scattered showers and storms lasting through about mid-afternoon. We'll be looking to clear back up, but some areas going to still see a few isolated chances of showers and storms by the evening hours. Sunday, mostly sunny and warm, high of 90 degrees. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chance Gotch.
Vic Porcelli.
Come on, you're Italian. You understand.
Every day is a busy day all of a sudden.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Tough and smart, and I love Italian, so, he's definitely Italian.
At least I have this show to come and talk about it and let some stuff up.
What kind of a show are you guys putting on here today?
The Vic Porcelli Show.
Hour number 2 of our 3-hour tour. Got a lot to do today, everybody. Thanks for being patient with us. We had to move the wheel of audio clips up to accommodate our 11 o'clock hour, which we are looking forward to so much. And Diane Wood from the Trolley Stop Bakery, the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show. And right now, joining us, J.D. Hayworth, a former representative from Arizona. Congressman, thanks for being with us.
Well, it's a great honor to be with you. Yo, Vic.
What?
Talk. STL, man. I love the intro from, because I'm an old broadcaster.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm a member of Congress. Oh, yeah.
Where were you a broadcaster?
Well, in fact, I'm sitting now in the town where it all began. No, not the little 5,000 radio station in Fresno, California. No, on the East Coast, High Point, North Carolina, my hometown. We're having my 50th high school reunion.
All right, mine too.
That I'm back for
50 years for me too.
So class of 76, man.
Yeah, bicentennial.
That's right. And since our mascot was the bison, the bicentennial. I don't know what things are going to be able. What do they call this upcoming thing? 250, a semi-quincentennial. Is that the term?
That or anyway. semi-sesquicentennial. Either one is good.
Semi-sesquicentennial was very hip. America too.
Hey, wait a minute. I want. How did you know about the Yo Vic thing?
Well, I'm listening to the intro, pal.
Vic,
I'm hearing
go Vic.
The president, hey, I love Italian guys. So it's good.
Those are great.
So I picked up on it instant, proof of performance.
Vic.
For the brand,
Yo,
the
Vic.
promo, everything.
And I'm originally from New Jersey, where The Sopranos was, so I do know a guy who knows a guy. Okay.
I understand you know a guy. That's why I want to keep this, very, very cordial, Vic. And but as you know, Washington, D.C. can be both fantasy land and shakedown land. And having served there, it was a great honor. Don't get me wrong, but there is work the Congress needs to do before it recesses for way after the summer for the first Tuesday following the first Monday in November, the midterms. And I got a little prescription for political and policy success.
Your phone's breaking up a little bit, Congressman, but I wanted to let you know that you were in my formative years of getting involved in politics in any way, shape, or form. I would see you on national television, and you were very inspirational to me. Your stances on issues was just incredible. I just wanted to let you know that you inspired me. So thank you very much for that.
Well, thank you very much, and it's just great to be on with you guys today.
Ken is our official company, Kiss Ass.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna your phone. Your phone's breaking up terribly. We're gonna try to call you right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you right back, JD.
Okay, pal. I'll be standing by.
And now it's fine.
And now it's fine. Yeah.
Wait, don't go anywhere because now it's fine.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. See, we threatened it. See, I know a guy who knows a guy.
Right.
All right, so let's talk. Let's get serious. Stop screwing around here, Congressman. Let's get things done here. So, prescription prices, right? Big Pharma. Do you must believe that if Big Pharma couldn't advertise on television, prescription drugs would be incredibly inexpensive, right?
That's one of the causes. The other, there are plenty of them, including the fact, the American people get this issue. They tell us a bipartisan poll, pollsters both on the Republican side and the Democrat side, just been in the field, and our nationwide polling for the Pharmaceutical Reform Alliance reveals 94% of voters blame Big Pharma for high health care costs. So when you're talking affordability, you got to reduce prices, and the president has been in on this thing. You know, guys, when I was on the Ways and Means Committee,
Yeah.
when we talked about most favored nation status, it usually was for another country. But Trump, in classic Trumpian fashion, has totally flipped the script. He said, let's make America most favored nation, and let's hold down drug prices to where we're not paying any more than any other drug consumers from any other developed nation. Because right now, guys, on average, we're paying 3 times as much as drug patients in those other countries. The president is right, but Congress needs to step in and codify this. Put it into law, because otherwise executive orders leave when a chief executive leaves. We need it put into law, and that's where there is actual bipartisanship. I mean, one bill in the House with the core principles of what Mr. Trump wants to do is sponsored by Andy Biggs, Republican from my state, Anna Paulina Luna from Florida, and on the Democrat side, Marcy Kaptur and Ro Khanna of California. I don't see eye to eye much with Ro, but I'm telling you, this is one of the things that people understand, and I hope my old committee, the Ways and Means Committee, will take action both to codify most favored nation status. And when it comes to advertising, well, look, you know, it ain't free speech when you and I are paying for it. And that's what's going on. We're paying for it this year, despite some actions taken. We have seen since New Year's Day, almost 1,000 prescription drug prices have been increased for no reason other than it's a new year. So this stuff has to change. And the way you do it's with competition, and I can talk some about that. But heck, it's your show, guys. I'll leave it to you.
Well, we're talking to former Congressman J.D. Hayworth. He's the spokesperson and former congressman, but with Pharmaceutical Reform Alliance, PRA. Congressman, one problem that I really have, and you just said it, they need to codify all these EOs that President Trump has gone on his own to do, and it's what people voted for. But for whatever reason, the Republican Party is like sitting on their hands. I don't understand. Can you explain that?
Well, it's more than the Republican Party. I will tell you, members of Congress are very cautious. So the watchword is now keep your powder dry. It may be an unfortunate allusion given what's going on recently politically. But what goes on, people want to be careful. And also, let's be honest, Big Pharma, in the most recent lobbying reports last year, they spent just under $38 million on Capitol Hill, 37.9. Their spending thus far this year has been on historic levels, and so people get a little reticent. But also, they're big boys. They understand that the voice of the people cannot be extinguished, and that's why if folks listening to our conversation go to our website, pharmareformalliance.com, not only can they see the results of our polling, but up in the right-hand corner, it says sign MFN petition. And that means their members of Congress will hear from them. And I will tell you, when I was a member, I remembered growing up and being out as a broadcaster and hearing President Reagan say, well, when they feel the heat, they see the light.
Wow.
And so that can happen based on people power and the voice of the people, and the fact that voting is more important than lobbying, and the voters are going to take action. And this is not a polarizing issue. Republicans, Democrats, independents, libertarians, vegetarians all want to see this thing change.
I wish I could have listened to you on the radio, man. You were great.
Well, you know, hey, when you're away or another guy's away from News Talk STL, I'm ready to go.
Nope, not filling in for me. You're better than me, so no way. Forget it. I'm not losing my job.
No, pal. You're the guy. You just had me on. I'm grateful for it.
Now, listen, this is the kind of stuff, maybe you can walk me through this, okay? So if somebody has depression, they're diagnosed with depression, there's a prescription for your depression. But, oh, wait, that prescription might give you tardive dyskinesia, and then you'll need a new drug for that. And I'm waiting for, oh, you have tardive dyskinesia? Well, maybe you need this drug. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all one. It all seems devious and planned to me.
Well, to use an old line from a commercial for cough syrup, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. But I used to be a member of Congress, and I can tell you that the irony of seeing these ads where side effects may include death.
Right.
What are you talking about here?
Yep.
And let's also face it, studies have shown us that often the drugs that are featured may not have the greatest therapeutic value. It's kind of like, oh, gee, that fish, it's been in the kitchen for 3. Okay, there's a special tonight on fish. You know what I mean? It's what happens here in terms of trying to advertise different drugs. And the irony is, now people go in and they say, hey, give me that stuff I see on TV, you know, with the big folks dancing and singing, and, you know, it'll help me drop tonnage and take care of my high blood sugar. And so people go in now, and rather than letting their physician prescribe, they're coming in asking for stuff by name.
We never did that. When I was a kid, you don't tell the doctor, tell me about Allegra. The doctor told you what was what. And speaking of Allegra, that's what started the whole ball rolling, is Allegra and their list of side effects. Well, side effects include severe rash, hives or itching, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, or throat, difficulty breathing, chest tightness or shortness of breath, a rapid or irregular heartbeat, dry mouth, dizziness, nausea, headaches. You know what? I'll just use my sleeve.
Yeah, and man, allergies, especially in the springtime, are everywhere. But the key thing is the voters are not allergic to this issue. And Capitol Hill better listen. 77% of voters say they're more likely to support a candidate for office who stands up to the pharmaceutical companies. And that's why the incumbents, if they want to hang on, better listen. 89% of the voters want drug pricing reform. 91% of Republicans, 90% of independents, 88% of Democrats. And you mentioned advertising. There's some things that can be done on that, but specific reforms include stopping pharmaceutical companies from blocking cheaper new medications reaching the market as generics. Right now, Big Pharma plays a game called patent thicketing, making, rather than loopholes, slowing down the process of getting drugs to market as cheaper generics. And this is another reform that needs to take place. But the biggie right now is codifying most favored nation status. And I certainly hope my old Ways and Means Committee members on both sides of the aisle are listening to this and will move forward with meaningful legislation. And look, this is not anti-profit. As we know, heck, Mr. Trump's a billionaire, okay? He got that way because he embraced the profit motive. But there's a difference between profiting and profiteering. And that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's just gotten so out of control. We're talking to J.D. Hayworth, former representative from Arizona, and the Pharmaceutical Reform Alliance spokesperson. Or what do you do for them?
Yeah, man, I'm a guy who goes out and talks to guys like you, and more importantly, by talking to you, the important people who listen to you, who pay attention and are involved in debate and are going to vote. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I invite both you and the kind folks who are listening to our conversation again to check our website, pharmareformalliance.com. All the documentation, all the poll numbers, and the chance to sign the MFN petition, Most Favored Nation status for the United States.
Of course.
Instead of some foreign country. Imagine that.
So stupid, isn't it? The things that come out of D.C. are just so stupid. So when we talk about drug prices, you know, a lot of things always come right back to insulin, right? President Trump lowered the cost of insulin to $35, Ken? Yeah. And Joe Biden tried to take credit for that during his 4 miserable years. And, it was Trump who did that. And insulin is one of the most important drugs. Do we make insulin or do we import that from China too?
Well, I will just tell you, wherever they're coming from, and that's a whole nother issue, the big thing is that Congress needs to follow the president's lead and get this MFN status and really take action to lower the prices. They can do that by returning to basic patent law. One study says if we just went back to the traditional way of awarding patents, not going through delays for intellectual property when it comes to prescription drugs, one study says we might save 80% on what drugs are costing.
Well,
and the fact is they're costing too much. I talked with a pal today. He's got to have medicine, and boy, the prescription, he needs it. He's got the ability to pay for it. It's $500 for crying out loud.
And well, Mounjaro's $500 a month now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's another problem. I'm sorry, Ken. Were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say you've got the website pharmareformalliance.com. I went over. There's a lot of information here. So if you have any questions at all about this, go over there and check it out.
All right, so let's talk about Eliquis.
My man, he got it right.
Nah, he's not that good. He's not that good. He's not great at all. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. So listen, drugs like Eliquis, right? They come out with it. Generic companies they've already got a generic version made, ready to go, ready to release, and Eliquis changes one little thing in the ingredient, which extends their patent for another, 10, 15 years, and nobody will ever get Eliquis for cheap, ever.
Well, it may happen on down the road. What was that old song, The 12th of Never? But listen, we got to have the reform. The American people are demanding it. And our founders had the great sense to call the house in which I served the House of Representatives. This is a chance for good policy to come from good politics. What was that Disraeli said, our British cousin? I must follow the people. After all, am I not their leader? And representatives need to listen to the people in their district telling us overwhelmingly in bipartisan, heck, in nonpartisan fashion. This ain't a Republican or Democrat issue. It's an American issue. And it's time that Congress gets the message, and they can, if folks listening will go to pharmareformalliance.com, sign the MFN petition, get involved, take a look at the issue and all the documentation and polling we have, and share it with friends, neighbors, and your own family.
Yeah.
I just signed up, and I'm sharing it on my X account right now, Congressman.
Beautiful. You're showing, see, this is what the guys need to do instead of on the campaign trail talking, actually legislating.
Yep.
And that it's an idea whose time has come, in fact, is long overdue.
As I mentioned, Ken is our company Kiss Ass, so we had to let you know that he did all that. All right, so listen,
I find his approach most refreshing.
No, he's all right. He's not great at all.
Thank you, J.D. Hayworth. We appreciate
He's actually the world's greatest producer. So listen, you were a radio guy, right? You were a DJ, intro and song. So we want to play you a song, have you talk over it, and take us to commercials. Are you all right with that?
Well, cool. Now, can you give me a hint, or am I supposed to?
No. Yeah, we're going to tell you.
Yeah.
It's actually a cover of an Al Green song. The song is Tired of Being Alone, but it's done by the Subdudes, a great 4-piece band. The drummer didn't even have a whole drum set, just a snare drum. All right, so here we go. Subdudes, Tired of Being Alone. J.D. Hayworth's on the air.
Talk Radio STL. Stay with my pals Vic and Ken. If you're tired of being alone, and if you're tired of high prescription prices, pharmareformalliance.com. Stay tuned. More ahead.
Man, he's good.
He nailed it.
You're not filling in for me ever. You'll replace me in a heartbeat. Representative, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, guys. And I'm just JD, not JD the younger. He's the vice president. But JD, I hope, will be a repeat guest and maybe guest host. We'll see.
There you go.
Stop it. Stop it now. Thanks, JD. We appreciate you.
Hey, thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Take care, JD.
What a hoot he is, man.
I love it.
How did you find him?
Well, no, it's that JD Hayworth I was offered, and I'm like, yeah, I remember him. He was so formative to me politically. I was like, wow, let's go, you know?
Funny. He's great. All right. Hey, what are you watching?
What are
Good
you
stuff?
watching?
I'm
What are you-
watching.
Okay.
None of your business.
All
what I'm
right,
watching.
I'll tell you what
Talk
I'm
to
watching.
Kathy Kaiser, tell her what I'm watching.
All right.
That's next on 101.9 94.1 News Talk STL. Welcome home.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli Show.
I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. You want like a sandwich or something? What kind of sandwich ain't too fattening? I have a sandwich.
On News Talk STL.
This is Steve Rupp, president of Missouri Right to Life. Join us for the Make Missouri Pro-Life Again banquet with keynote speaker Riley Gaines on May 20th at the St. Charles Convention Center. We're fighting to restore protection for every unborn child in Missouri. Tickets to hear Riley Gaines are just $100. Seats are filling fast, so reserve yours now. Go to MissouriLife.org for details. Together, we will make Missouri pro-life again.
Is your retirement income at risk if you or your spouse needs nursing home or in-home care? Hi, I'm Eric Robert, Director of Investments with the ClearPath Wealth Management Group at Stifel and host of On the Money, Saturday mornings at 9 on News Talk STL 1019. The cost of long-term care is one of the biggest risks in retirement planning. For many retirees, a single nursing home stay can cause a significant reduction in assets that can permanently reduce your retirement income. Fortunately, there are affordable and flexible options available today that can help you manage the cost of long-term care. Our team can help you address the risks relevant to your retirement, including long-term care. To schedule your free retirement plan consultation, go to clearpathinvesting.com. That's clearpathinvesting.com, or call us at 636-695-2650. That's clearpathinvesting.com or 636-695-2650. Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
Concerned about the condition of your windows driving up your energy bills? I was too. It's only called STL Windows and Doors. Call today for your free in-home estimate and start saving tomorrow. 314-277-5952 or stlwindowsanddoors.com.
News Talk STL.
What happens next?
The president has ousted Bondi from that role.
Happens right here.
There was no client list. Trump is replacing Kristi Noem.
Never know what's going to happen.
101.9 and 94.1.
St. Louis is number one for conservative talk.
News Talk STL.
Whoosh.
It's Friday!
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. You're listening to the star of Lizzie Borden Had an Axe, Sprouts, and Death Comes a Nightfall. Ranked 893,361 on IMDb. This is Vic Porcelli.
I haven't moved up one ranking?
No,
we got to work on it. We got to get you a few more films.
800,000 actors better than me. That's not good.
Be positive, Vic. Come on.
All right. Positively 800,000, whatever the hell it is. All right, Ken, what are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
What are you watching? What are you watching?
Sorry. Kathy Kaiser from Fox 2. Sorry, hold on.
It's okay.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
He's
How about
dying
you?
over there, right?
He's okay.
He doesn't care about me.
He has seasonal
I
allergies.
do.
If I die right here on the floor, he'll be like, "So Kathy Kaiser's here from Fox 2."
So hey, let's keep the show going.
Keep it going. The show must go on.
Can
Hi.
we call 911? Just saying.
Yeah.
How are
Okay,
you?
good. Good. I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. Run us through them, and then we'll talk about them.
Okay. 3.5 out of 5 popcorns. Obsession. 3 out of 5 popcorns. Is God Is. Those are both in theaters this weekend. 4.5 out of 5 popcorns on Netflix. Remarkably Bright Creatures. And 4.5 out of 5 popcorns on Marty. Life is Short.
Okay, so this is about Martin Short. Let's
It
start
is.
right there.
It's his documentary.
Oh God.
And he has lots of film footage that he gave to the man who did the documentary.
whatever.
Yeah.
I love Steve Martin. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I can't stand Martin Short.
Oh, really?
I can't even look at him. He makes
Okay.
me itch. So it's good, I guess, though. You
It's
like it.
Okay. I don't have that aversion to Martin Short. Let me throw out there. Now, I understand that he is a little crazy in every direction, but when you watch his documentary, the man has faced so much loss in his life. The fact that he can still be happy is astonishing to me.
I did sympathize with him when Kathy Lee Gifford asked, "So how's your wife?" And she was already dead.
Right. She had already passed away.
I'm like, don't you this is NBC. You don't prepare to find out, he
Oh,
lost
no.
his wife.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I thought bad for that.
And it just wasn't his wife. At the beginning of his life, he was the youngest of 5 children, and he lost his brother, his older brother, who was a teenager at the time. And then he lost his mother, and then he lost his father. And luckily he has, 3 more siblings that he's gone through life with. But, I mean, he started out his life very tragic in a lot of ways. And, the fact that he wants to be a funny guy, I think,
He's
is
using
admirable,
comedy as a coping,
right?
maybe comedy as a coping mechanism.
Absolutely.
I have no problem with
Absolutely.
that. But just you have to overdo it every talk show appearance.
Well, maybe you should watch the documentary. Maybe in this an actual documentary, he's not over the top
Why
all
don't
the
you
time.
stop yelling at me?
Or telling him what to do.
Now, here's the thing. Martin Short, Steve Martin, Tom Hanks, Eugene Levy, Laurie McDonald, Andrea Martin,
Right?
John Mulaney. Ugh, I can't stand John Mulaney. Catherine O'Hara, the late, great Catherine O'Hara. Paul
Yes.
Schaefer, Michael Short, Oliver Short, Steven Spielberg, Rita Wilson. That's Tom Hanks' wife, I believe.
Correct. And all of these people that are listed here that you just listed are a very integral part of his life. So from a documentary standpoint, seeing Tom Hanks and him and, Steve Martin and Steven Spielberg are cutting it up and having a good time and like they literally live one another's lives was very intriguing.
How long is it?
Oh, it's
Hour
only
39.
an hour and 39 minutes.
Don't say only.
Only.
See his hair? She's
It's
trying to get me
only-
to watch it. Vic, it's only an hour and 39 minutes. It's only 99
I'm not twisting
minutes.
your arm. I'm not making you do anything.
All right, you guys watch it if you want to. I'm not going to watch it. Let's move
Okay,
on to
all right.
Obsession.
Yay! Movie in theaters this weekend. Younger demographic they're going after. You fall in love with someone. Maybe they don't reciprocate that love.
Unrequited love's a bore.
Unrequited love, yes. And so you're going to go get this thing called a one-wish willow. It's a stick that you buy in this mystic shop, and you break it in half, and then they love you.
Oh.
But maybe they love you way too much.
Oh.
And so the whole thing is very much what is obsession. When you wish for something, be careful what you wish for because
I kind of like movies like that, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
One wish. It was a one wish wand.
It was a one-wish willow. It was like a piece of wood, right? And they gave us one. Okay, now you guys are going to laugh at this because somebody who was cleaning up the Alamo the other night, they gave all of us critics a one-wish willow stick.
Oh.
In a little box.
Wish.
I was so creeped out by the end of this movie. Mine stayed there at my seat when I left the theater because
Oh.
it was not coming home.
You were afraid of it.
I was afraid
That's
of it.
so funny. I think that's so funny. So we don't have a one wish willow. We have a one whoosh willow.
Whoosh.
There you go.
Nice.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
And you don't have to
Yay.
break it in half.
No.
No.
I bet you shouldn't break it.
No.
So it's rated R for violence or sex?
Both.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
And I think, I think if I remember correctly from all the interviews and stuff that I watched, it's really close to NA-17. It's
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So, and this is actually a Focus Features film, but it feels really much like what A24 Studios puts out as far as the creepiness and stuff. It's a psychological thriller. It's not like a slasher movie, but it made me sit back in my seat and think, no, I'm way too superstitious for all this stuff.
I'm
So that
superstitious,
thing
too.
is staying in the theater.
And this is exactly the opposite of the rules that the genie gives Aladdin.
Right.
I can't make anybody fall in love with you.
That's right.
And no
exactly
asking for
the opposite.
no asking for more wishes. No
Exactly the
refunds,
opposite.
strangers or substitutions. He says that in Groucho Marx voice. Okay, I'm sorry. 3 out of
love
5.
it.
Is God
I love
is.
it.
What does that even mean?
Okay.
Is God is. Is Ken? Is God is?
I do not know.
And neither do I. But the premise of the film, Is God Is is there's twins who have been burned as children. Burned, like burned, skin burned, fire, that type of situation. They've grown up in foster care, and their mother, who they thought was dead because she was burned, like totally burned up by dad. Yeah, she is not dead, but she has sent these girls on a mission to find their father, played by Sterling K. Brown, St. Louis's own Sterling K. Brown, and end his life. That's the premise of the film. Sounds like a major pick-me-up, right?
Yeah.
It's the same length as the Martin Short thing, but it would be less excruciating to me because Martin Short's at least isn't.
Okay. What I'm going to say is the film was very hard for me to get through. I'm so beyond all the graphic violence.
Are you?
All the time. It's like, can I just have a feel-good movie? Like, can I just have, a film that makes me feel good for an hour and a half?
Just watching the contrast here of you and her.
He's frowning. He's frowning.
No, I know. It's funny.
God,
It's funny.
It's terrible, right?
Because Vic's over there, like, I can't even sympathize with you at all.
Exactly.
I'm not a violent guy.
No,
I'm not a
but
violent
you
guy at
love
all.
to view that type of situation. So you might really enjoy this movie because we're going after all kinds of people trying to find Sterling K. Brown. And a lot of these people don't make it past beyond they're associated with him. So
Somehow, Vic, we've got to get Kathy's things that she gives us every week. I just realized this. I keep these because then I go back and I say, okay, what should we be watching? People need to see these.
Oh.
They need to have a reference.
Ken, that's a great
idea. You know what I mean? Like where it's like somehow maybe put it on the site, on our page, on.
Okay, here's what I'll do for you.
Okay.
I'll make a graphic every week that you can just pop on the thing and there you go.
What are you thinking? Where you want to put it?
I want to make it more permanent. Like, so someone goes, okay, let me go back and see what they were talking about and have it scroll down on our. I asked Joey about it.
You tell me what you want and I'll make it happen.
Just like this, only in a form where I could just copy and paste onto our website so people can see that. I think the Vic Heads would like to see this.
They would.
Because every day, every time I get one from you, I save it. So.
Okay, well, fantastic. Well, thank you for doing that. Thank you, and thank you to our listeners who've been, wanting to reference back.
Ken is our official company kiss ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard that a few times this morning.
I know.
That's because that's all he does. So the next one is the highest rated film that you've got for us here.
Well, no, it was the same as Marty, but you don't like that one.
I've already discounted that one, so forget it.
Exactly.
On to this one.
On Netflix, it started last Friday. It's called Remarkably Bright Creatures with Sally Field and Lewis Pullman. It's so good. Okay, did you guys watch My Octopus Teacher? It won an Academy Award. Did you guys ever watch that movie?
I did.
Okay. Take that octopus, put it in this movie, and Sally Field has a lot of tragedy in her life, and she cleans the aquarium, and she has developed a relationship with this specific octopus, right?
And then you can use the voice
Look
of
at
the
his
dog.
face. Look at his face.
Voice of what dog?
From the comedian that you always refer to. What's going on?
Oh, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
What's the matter, Rich?
Yeah,
There you
you can
go.
use that voice
There you
for the
go.
octopus.
I'll do that. I'm going to
There
bring
you
him
go.
up again at the end of this, Richard Pryor.
Okay, fantastic. So anyway, and Lewis Pullman is, without giving it all away, is in search of his father. And they end up meeting in this little town in which they live. And then he ends up, because she gets hurt, working in the aquarium too. They build this relationship between the two of them that evolves way beyond where you think it's going to go, and that's all I'm going to say. It's just heartwarming. It's those kind of movies that I love, that Vic is over there dying over. The storyline is phenomenal, and it draws you in from the very beginning. And I love Sally Field. The things that woman has done, right? And she takes on types of roles like this that are perfect for
And she's
her.
like 120, isn't she?
No,
Oh.
no, she's 79, maybe early 80s. She's not quite
She just
that
keeps
old yet.
working, though. She's
right?
just so energetic. I love it.
I think the thing is, and she said it in lots of interviews last week regarding this movie, she's got to keep working. She's like the rest of us in this room.
Yeah.
Do we ever really want to stop doing what we're doing?
Not me.
Nope, me neither.
I want to die behind the microphone.
Exactly.
Preferably right in the middle of a segment.
I'll be honest. I don't know if there's a correlation or not, but 2 years after my father retired, he died.
My father, too.
So
See, and my dad, too. That's
Okay.
just scary, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to live our lives and we're going to have all this time to do whatever we want.
Now, as a caveat here, we have listeners who say, "Look, I retired 10 years ago. I'm moving. I'm donating my time. I'm doing things for charities." That's the kind of the same thing we're doing right now,
Right.
But only we're doing it more work.
Not that we're all, that age, because we're not there yet.
Well, no, but
what I'm saying is, do you ever want to stop? And I think she enjoys what she does so much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You never want to stop.
Okay.
Until God says it's your time.
Do you have anything?
I'm just revisiting like Madagascar and these animated films from when my kids were little because they're all coming home. They're both coming home, and we're going to do a movie night. We're going to do a movie night.
Nice, that's fun.
Of just those things.
I love that.
Yeah.
I am watching a couple of current shows on television.
Ooh. Not streaming, regular TV.
Regular old TV. I
love it.
'Cause I think they actually are both on Paramount, but that's okay. I watch them on Sunday nights when they're new. One is Marshall's.
Yes.
Another Dutton show, right? Another Yellowstone thing.
Taylor Sheridan, yes.
But the guy who's the leader of the Marshalls, he wears a baseball cap backwards every minute of every episode. I feel like driving to the studio, just turn his hat around, give him a little slap, and say, keep your hat on right, and drive back. I hate that. I hate backslapping. But I like the show. Storylines are cool.
Good. I'll have to check it out.
And I like Tracker.
Oh, and I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen a few of those.
Because you watch Tracker, and then you figure out what's going on here. Who did this? Who does he? And he's pretty brave. I mean, he walks into these abandoned buildings and things just with his little gun. You know?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
Notice there's guns involved
Of course,
again,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have a complaint.
Uh-oh.
Not to you.
Okay.
Richard Pryor had a special called Richard Pryor Live in Concert. I saw it in the theaters in 1979 when it was new. I have watched a lot of comedy, Kathy, okay, in my life. That is the greatest, absolute greatest stand-up special performance, whatever you want to call it, in history. It's so good, and nobody's streaming it right now. Nobody. Not Netflix, not Paramount, not Amazon. Nobody. All the other Richard Pryor specials are still there, Live on the Sunset Strip, Here and Now, Smoking, all those, but not the greatest stand-up special ever. I'm asking you, why is that?
I don't know. I really don't know why they wouldn't have the greatest stand-up special ever still streaming. Especially when they're going to do things like the roast of Kevin Hart, right? Did you watch that this week?
No.
Oh, on Mother's Day. Why on Mother's Day? Anyway, I really don't know why they wouldn't, why at least one streaming service or another would have it.
My wife found it on, like, I don't know. It's almost like a cheap YouTube, and it's got commercials, and it starts to speed up, and so I can't watch it. And it's the greatest stand-up special ever. It truly is. Now, he says the F word a lot. He says the N word more than he says the F word, but he does it in a way that we understand it as whiteys, and black people certainly get a great kick out of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe check out BET. Maybe they're streaming
That'll
there.
be commercials, and that won't be good.
Okay.
So there's one thing I just want to say real quick, because my wife confirmed that this is true.
Okay.
Richard Pryor says white people at funerals, they don't let it all out, right? They go, and then they faint. But black people, they let it out at the funeral. Wow, God, Lord, Jesus, God, take me now, Lord, take me. So my wife was a hospice nurse for like 4 years. A lot of black clients, you know.
Yes,
yes. And they all invited her to the funerals. She's been to like 20 black
That's wonderful.
Funerals. And she says that's exactly what they do. They stand at the casket and go, God, Lord, take me now, take my life. Isn't that great?
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. Maybe they're mentally, they let it out,
They
right?
do.
They're not so closed off.
Yeah, they
Maybe
don't.
that's fantastic, right?
Yep. All right. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
We love talking to you.
Thank you for having me
So what
each
do
and
you-
every week.
What are you watching?
Thanks, Kathy.
I'm getting excited. Are you sticking around, right?
Sure.
I'm getting excited for our big special presentation at 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to give anything away.
Oh, wow.
We got a real cool thing going on. For a dear
I'll stick around just to see that.
for a dear friend of mine.
Or hear
A dear friend of ours. All right. We'll try to catch up on everything next.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. Vic and Ken. Ken can recite the alphabet backwards. Vic can recite the alphabet forwards. The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
All right. Another girl of mine making time with Chris Cooper.
Yeah, it was a fun show that he did.
Hey, why don't you
with them.
shut up?
And Rob and Kathy Kenner were both there.
Oh, God. Of course, they're both great.
Yeah, they are.
And they're both great at what they do. And by the way, they're both very benevolent people, and they care about people. They care about animals. They always have dogs that need homes on their site, and pictures of Rufus, the roofing dog. you know?
Yeah.
So Goober doesn't have Rufus, right?
No.
Goober doesn't have a companion or a
mascot.
Yeah. Thank God he's here, I swear to God. Anyway, they've been doing the roofing thing since 1993, and when the storms come, and you know they're coming, they will come by and they will see if your home has any damage from the storm. If it is, they'll fix it, honest estimate, quality work, and they'll call you after it's done and say, hey, how'd we do? So Kathy Connor, Rob Connor, Connor Roofing, ConnorRoofing.com, CONNNER roofing.com.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
The left wants you to believe the words Latino conservative is an oxymoron. Newsmax TV host Chris Salcido will join us at 5:20 to prove them wrong.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps. Weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL. This year, America turns 250. And News Talk STL is celebrating our nation's semi-quincentennial all year long. News Talk STL. #1 for live and local Soros-free talk with proud supporters of our 250th birthday celebration. Duchenne High School, Moolah Yomo, and Mobile Magic Auto Body. 250 years strong, and we're just getting started. 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Remember when food tasted like home? When breakfast was made from scratch and dessert was worth saving room for? At Shorty's Diner, we're serving up down-home breakfasts, lunches, and desserts just like Mom used to make. Fresh, from scratch, every single day. Step back in time with us, where the booths are cozy, Elvis is always in the building, and every plate feels like a hug. On Lackland and Westport, or online at shortysdiners.com. Shorty's Diner. It's not fancy. It's not fat-free. It's just the way it used to be.
Fox News Commentary with David Marcus, next.
My doctor said I could use something called a biosimilar. Then she told me what it is.
A biosimilar is a type of biologic medication. Just like brand name drugs have generic versions, original biologics can have biosimilars.
So I asked what the benefits are and if they work the same.
Biosimilars have the same safety, effectiveness, and quality as the original biologic. They also offer more medication options at potentially more competitive prices.
My doctor said I could learn more at fda.gov/biosimilars.
Here's David Marcus.
For almost the entirety of the half century I've lived on Earth, I've had experts, teachers, politicians, and activists hectoring me about how climate change is going to destroy the planet. But this week, in the New York Times of all places, is evidence that climate alarmism is finally starting to cool down. Quote, Democrats do not have to campaign on climate change anymore, end quote, blared the headline this week as author Matt Huber argued that voters are rather turned off by the subject. I would suggest that this is because it is the single most expensive lie in human history. Everyone wants to be a good steward of Mother Nature. Littering is bad and all that, but performative nonsense like paper straws that melt in your cocktail or cars that shut themselves off every 10 seconds are meaningless gestures. Expensive, meaningless gestures. For once, I agree with the New York Times. It is time for this madness to end.
For more commentary like this, go to foxnewspodcast.com.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
In my life, I had a guardian angel by my side. I called her Mamaw. She loved the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. She was a woman of very deep Christian faith. But she also loved the F word.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Perfect, Ken. Guess who does the horns on this song?
Who?
John Entwistle, the bass player for The Who.
Who?
All the horns.
The Who?
We're not doing that because you missed what I said.
I did.
The bass player
yeah.
is doing the horns.
That's awesome.
So this is The Who from the album Quadrophenia, and it's called 515. And the date today is 515. It's like a magic act.
Look
How
at
did
you
he do
go. I love it.
So, and in the song, it's a time. The time the train comes is 5:15. But on 5:15, what else can we do than play the song, right?
You. No. You're very good, you. You are very good.
Out of my brain on the train. How long can you play
I love
this?
the horns. I love the horns, man.
I couldn't believe it. I looked it up last night because this was going to keep this up over more time. I was listening to it, right? And there was this rock and roll, right? Stones, Stones and the Who, and a lot of rock and roll bands had horn sections, lots of horns. That's all gone away.
Yeah, they were horny.
515. And so I said, well, who's the horn section on this? Is it the Memphis Horns? Is it, one of these famous horn sections? It's John Entwistle, who plays bass, plays the horns.
I was just going to ask you, who was it?
You guys have too much fun. Too much fun on a Friday.
We really do.
I would like to say, though.
What did you say, Kathy?
Yes.
What did you say? What did you just say, Kathy?
I said you guys have too much fun on Fridays.
It's Friday.
Put that one on the tee for you.
Okay.
I do want to say, with everything you've said, that if Ken Williams is ever found dead in a pool of his own blood, I did it.
Nice.
I confess now.
Okay. Right, he tells me that weekly.
Wow.
Sometimes more than weekly.
Yeah, actually.
I'm just going to say, that's a little harsh, and please don't do it while I'm here.
Well, he does it from the heart.
Is that
it? It would be a murder from the heart.
Yes,
absolutely.
totally from the heart.
And then you can make a movie of it called Murder from the Heart.
Oh,
wow, look at this. I got to keep track of all of this.
Yeah. 4.5 popcorn.
It will be a violent movie.
4.5.
Oh, yeah, it will. He doesn't know anything else.
I'm going to try this one more time, and if I don't get to say it, I'm going to be really mad, okay? So both of you have to be quiet for a second, okay? 4.5 out of 5 popcorns. It's called Murder from the Heart. It stars Ken Williams, who's dead in the beginning of the film, and Vic Porcelli, who killed him. I loved it, and I give it 4.5 popcorns.
That me?
Was my impression of you.
Uh-huh.
You sounded very, very much like you.
Imitation's the most sincerest form of flattery.
That's right.
Tget you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, let's get back to business here. Stop screwing around, Ken.
Yeah.
So I want to get 7 and 8 and 9 in here. Do we have time for all three of those?
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with 7. President Trump talking about what he got accomplished in China.
I mean, the last time we signed like 36 deals. This time it's much bigger than that. Talked about soybeans for our farmers. They're going to do a lot of soybeans for our farmers.
That's great news, right?
They're going to be buying a lot of our farm product, which is great. They have an unlimited appetite, as the expression goes. They can buy as much as they, when you have that many people, they need it. And we have the best product. We're the best, sort of the best of everything.
I found it interesting that before he's even on the plane to come home, you had the left-wing media, of course, NBC and all of them, saying, well, we didn't really hear anything. We didn't hear anything. I don't think, the Today Show this morning. They really didn't show much of an accomplishment. He was there.
But if it was Biden.
Oh. Who never went there, by the way.
He didn't, did he?
No. They showed up in Alaska to meet with him and said, here's everything you're doing wrong. And then left.
But did we report that? I don't remember that.
I'm sure.
Well, you won't hear it.
I'm sure the press fawned all over him.
Right. They said, oh, it was an amazing, amazing thing. He was running up and down the hallways.
Couldn't keep up with him. So much energy, we couldn't keep up with him. All right, so the more I see Marco Rubio, the more I love him. So he wanted to talk about the U.S. policy on Taiwan. Ken, this, I think, is going to be a messy, sticky issue when it all comes down.
I think so, too.
Go.
U.S. policy on the issue of Taiwan is unchanged as of today and as of the meeting that we had here today. It was raised. They always raise it on their side. We always make clear our position, and we move on to the other topics. We know where they stand, and I think they know where we stand.
I think that's the bottom line here. They know where we stand on this, and they're firm. Rubio's pretty firm there. President Trump's always been firm. They know where we're at. We know where they're at. The question is what's going to happen after that.
So what was the strategy behind President Xi saying, well, you know, if you interfere, it could be conflicts?
Okay. But that might be a warning shot. But at the same time, you had President Trump saying our stance is still the same.
That will defend Taiwan.
That will defend Taiwan. I mean, first of all, China is not the one holding all the cards like people think. The left will tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
The left will say, oh, this America that sucks. You know, I live in a place that sucks, and China's so great. So, you know, you guys really better listen to them and look what you're doing. You're acting like little children compared to Xi Jinping. That's the lie. That is the big lie, Vic.
If I was the Chinese president, man, I would not mess with Donald Trump. I'm just saying.
It's a respect. It's a mutual respect. They need us at least as much as we need them. I'd say probably more.
They have to have a healthy fear of him, like we had a healthy fear of our father. You know what I mean?
Did you see the pomp and circumstance that happened when President Trump got off that plane?
Yeah, the girls with the pom-poms, yeah.
I'm talking about everything.
Yeah.
You had the
soldiers,
the assembly of soldiers that he had.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everything was perfect.
Yeah.
You had the pedestal that they both got up on, and then they played the national anthem. It was really well done. All the children's, Vic. If they didn't have that much respect for Trump, they would not have done that.
Yep. Now let me ask movie lady here, Kathy
Yes.
KAISER, sticks around with us.
Thank you for having me.
President Trump has said, President Xi's a great guy, I love him, we have a great relationship, really respect him. Instead of saying, this Chinese guy, I'm going to kill him, we're going to take it. I think he's being Michael Corleone, keeping his friends close and his enemies closer. That's what I think.
I think that he does that with everyone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that he's blinded by what we were just talking about, all the pomp and circumstance. And I think he's going to be, cautious, but optimistic.
I think when he's with one of our allies, though, it's good, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, yeah, he's confident
Absolutely.
enough. He's confident enough where he doesn't have to say the things that Joe Biden said. Oh, that China, they're no big deal. We don't care.
They're not going to eat our lunch.
No, come on, man.
Right, and like the clip we played earlier, there's a lot of positives that apparently happened, but he's not going to, he's not going to sell the farm either, as quote unquote.
Exactly.
So, Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, sat down with Bad Llama from NBC Nightly News.
What exactly did President Trump ask President Xi for when it comes to Iran?
He didn't ask him for anything.
Okay, I was hoping you were.
None of your business. Let's start there.
Yeah.
None of your business, Bad Llama.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
What these people, Kathy, they ask military secrets questions.
Right.
But the way he framed it, though.
What exactly did President Trump ask President Xi for when it...
What did President Trump
word
ask
for word, verbatim,
Xi for? What did President Trump did when he walked up and begged Xi for something? What did he beg him for?
What a great catch! Because Trump's begging President Xi, right? That's what you're saying.
Exactly right.
God.
Right. Why didn't he say didn't Xi come up and ask President Trump for something?
Right.
Oh no.
All right, play the rest.
What exactly did President Trump ask President Xi for when it comes to Iran?
He didn't ask him for anything. I mean, we're not asking for China's help. We don't need their help.
But he raises the issue.
We raise the issue to make clear what our position is and to make it clear so they understand, because I mean, it's logical we would talk about it given how dominant that issue is. Our position is very clear. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. And that's what they were, they were on the verge of building a conventional capability where they had so many rockets, so many drones that you couldn't do anything against them. They would hide behind that conventional shield to do whatever they wanted with their nuclear program in the future. That's why the president chose to act. In response to that, Iran has decided that they're going to take an international waterway and turn it into theirs and charge tolls for it. We're not going to allow that to happen, and that's why there's a blockade. It's a direct result of what they've done.
That was the anchor of NBC Nightly News, Bad Llama.
Bad Llama.
That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah. Tom Yama. Yeah, llama.
Bad Llama.
Yeah.
Bad Llama.
That's what his name is. All right, we better get out of
I
here
know.
for this hour. Kathy, thank you so much for sticking
Thank
around.
you for
with
having
all this
me.
mayhem.
Always. I love it.
I'll give the documentary a shot, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I
Have a good
appreciate
weekend
it.
and then think about that list that I was talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll make it happen.
All right, Cal.
Thanks, guys.
All right, our big presentation for a friend, a dear friend of ours, is next on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
DIY warriors, ready to transform your outdoor space? Start with Lee May Concrete Block, St. Louis's trusted family-owned manufacturer since 1947. Whether you're building a retaining wall, creating a backyard fireplace, or pouring concrete, Lee May's got you covered. From compact blocks to large cast concrete, they provide materials and professional guidance to bring your vision to life. Military and first responders get special discounts. Visit Lee May Block Showroom or LeeMayBlock.com. Lee May Block, building your dream one block at a time.
Democracy is loud, and on Tuesday, June 2nd, you can be right in the middle of it. News Talk STL is bringing the St. Charles County Executive Primary Debate to Lindenwood University in St. Charles at the J. Scheidegger Center for the Arts. No reservations, no tickets, just show up. Can't make it in person? Catch every word live on News Talk STL from 7 to 8:30 p.m. The St. Charles County Executive Primary Debate on June 2nd. Brought to you by the St. Charles County Republican Central Committee, Mid-Rivers News Magazine, Lewis & Clark's Pachyderms Club, and the Hammond Institute for Free Enterprise at Lindenwood University.
This is Mark Harder with RE/MAX Results, the #1 RE/MAX franchise in the region. As a licensed real estate broker with RE/MAX Results for over 20 years, I've seen the ups and downs of many real estate markets, including the one we're in right now. With the spring market in full swing, now is the time to leap into the buying or selling of your home. Someday is not a day. Today is the day to make your move. Call me at 314-852-8933 or email me at markhardersells@gmail.com.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNVS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 101.9, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
With Washington, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster has called his legislature into a special session to discuss congressional redistricting, making the Palmetto State the latest front in the nationwide redistricting battle, which could determine the outcome of the 2026 midterms. On the Salem News program this week on Capitol Hill with Tony Perkins, House Speaker Mike Johnson says he's optimistic that Republicans have turned the corner heading into November.
I've been very bullish that House Republicans would keep and grow our majority in the House, and we'll keep it in the Senate. But I think that it does make those prospects even greater. Republicans will probably have as many as 7 more seats that are drawn that would be more favorable for us, and as many, maybe 15 or more. I don't know. We'll see. But I have to win on whatever maps are produced, Tony. So I'm ready to go.
Speaker Johnson's complete interview will be heard when This Week on Capitol Hill is broadcast beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time Saturday on the Salem News Channel. Donna Warner takes a look at President Trump's final day in China.
President Donald Trump left Beijing Friday following a final meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
This has been an incredible visit. I think a lot of good has come of it. We've made some fantastic trade deals, great for both countries.
Xi described the 2 days of meetings as historic and landmark. Trump says Xi told him that China wants to help negotiate an end to the Iran war and a reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. And he says Xi assured him that China would not provide Iran with military equipment. I'm Donna Warner.
And on Wall Street, oil prices are higher in global trading. Stock values are lower. The Dow right now down about 498 points. The NASDAQ is up by 349. You'll find more on these stories at townhall.com.
There's a moment nobody talks about with weight loss. It's the moment it stops working. The diet that worked before doesn't. Eating less stops moving the scale. That's not random. When your body's under stress, it slows your metabolism. That's why quick fixes eventually fail. At PhD Weight Loss, they focus on restoring your metabolism. And right now, when you call and mention Mike G, you'll get 2 free weeks and they'll pay for the cost of your food. Call 864-644-1900. That's 864-644-1900 or visit myphdweightloss.com.
America
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
This hour of News Talk STL is brought to you by Stifel, serving investors for over 130 years. Contact your Stifel financial advisor at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
I'm Dr. TJ, owner of the Institute of Natural Health, co-owner of Optimal Nutraceuticals, and the host of Wellness One. Wellness One is designed to cut through the nonsense and provide you common sense science-based information regarding health and wellness. On the show, we discuss topics like thyroid health, gut health, hormone optimization, and many others. Our show airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. right here on NewstalkSTL. And you can visit us at INHSTL.com. That's INHSTL.com.
Dude, this house is perfect. Crumbs everywhere, sticky counters. I've already texted the colony.
Sweet. I'll bring my 500 cousins. This'll be the biggest ant rager of the summer.
Let's party! Wait, what's that sound? Oh, no, it's those trucks with the green wheels. Party's over, man. Party's over.
This is Derek, the owner of All Solutions Pest Control. We'd love to help you out. Give us a call today at 636-486-7888 to learn more about our special $67 offer.
If a pest-free home is your goal, call All Solutions Pest Control.
Dr. Michael Lewis, West Point grad, physician, and retired Army colonel, is considered the world's leading expert on the use of omega-3s in brain health. He's also the author of When Brains Collide. Dr. Lewis, a lot of people take fish oil supplements, but how do you know they're working if you're not testing?
Elizabeth, I've come across the biggest breakthrough in my 30-plus years of medicine. What if you could test yourself at home to see if your fish oil supplements are actually working? And then have the right product, a combination of fish oil and olive oil, a perfect Mediterranean diet in a bottle delivered right to your doorstep. This is the answer to the American ultra-processed food diet. Email me at test@brainhealtheducation.org. That's test@brainhealtheducation.org.
Email Dr. Lewis today at test@brainhealtheducation.org and take the first step toward a healthier brain. Your future self will thank you. That's test@brainhealtheducation.org.
This hour, the Vic Porcelli Show, brought to you by the Trolley Stop Bakery, the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
For a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
We squeeze in a dry hump day under partly sunny skies.
From New Jersey to Baldwin, Missouri, to behind the microphone, taking the whoosh to the radical left and the putrid swamp. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show. Here he is, Vic Porcelli.
Hello. Hello.
3-hour tour continues.
I'll do the talking here.
Hey.
Why don't you shut up?
Hey.
3-hour tour, third hour, ready to roll. And just to let you know what's coming up, our official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show is the Trolley Stop Bakery, and Diane Wood is here from there. We're going to talk to her in a minute. Of course, she loaded us up with great stuff, right? And right now, though, we've got a special presentation. So can I explain it first before we do it real quick? Allison, everybody knows Allison, right? She's always in the chat box. She even said hello to us in the chat box this morning.
Hi, Allison.
She is the best, and she's a Vic head, and her husband, Jerry, died early in the year, and she is having a celebration of his life tomorrow, and we said, well, what can we do? So she said, well, can you do like one of those Vic for Vets things for him? And I don't know how stupid and insensitive I am, Ken. I was like, well, we usually only do that on Wednesdays. I'm like, what's the matter with me? Why didn't I say yes, of course?
Yeah, well, you did.
So with that in mind, it's time for Vic for Vets. Hi, Vic and Ken. I'm listening every day to you guys. It was our morning routine since Jerry worked second shift. He would get up just as the show was beginning. Me too. I get up just as the show is beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
After high school, Jerry attended 2 years of college and decided he wanted to join the Navy and see the world. In January of 1981, he headed off to Navy boot camp in San Diego, California. He was assigned to the USS Wabash as an MM-1 machinist, mate, first class, and fireman. He was responsible for operating and maintaining ship propulsion, auxiliary, and machinery. On April 1st, 1981, the Wabash set sail for an 8-month tour. First port stop was Pearl Harbor, then on to Guam, Subic Bay, Philippines, Singapore, the Arabian Sea of the coast of Iran, Diego Garcia, Perth, Australia, Mauritius, then back to the same way to San Francisco. On May 16th, 1981, Jerry's 21st birthday, they crossed the international date line, celebrated his birthday twice.
That's great. How many people could say that?
Nobody, well, except the guys on that ship.
Yeah.
As the Wabash steamed across the date line into the South China Sea, they embarked a wooden rickety boat carrying 150 Vietnamese refugees, mostly children. They brought all the refugees on board. The Wabash provided them with medical care, clean clothes, food, and comfort. Then they sank the refugee boat. The Wabash was among the first Navy ships to rescue Vietnamese refugees and was part of the first battle group sent to Arabian Sea in support of hostages in Iran. Jerry was awarded with the Humanitarian Service Award, Navy Expeditionary Medal, National Defense Service Medal, and Navy E-Ribbon, an award given to sailors that win an annual battle efficiency competition signifying excellence in readiness and performance. After 3 years of service, Jerry returned home. He decided he wanted to be a machinist in the military aerospace industry. He said he felt like he could still contribute to the safety of our great country. Patriot, right to the end, Ken.
Yep.
And still support his brothers in arms, which he did with pride. The weekend of December 19th, Jerry was working security with the Washington Guard at a gun show under the command of Colonel Joe Adams. We know him.
Yes, sir.
When he started feeling sick to his stomach. We celebrated Christmas at our home with our family. On December 28th, I took him to the ER as he was getting worse. Though we thought he had the flu. After an MRI, CT scan, and blood work, they found a tumor on his pancreas, spots on his liver and kidney. They said it was cancer. At first, they said with chemo, 11 to 12 months. 4 days later, they said it was too aggressive. He was too weak to take chemo. And 3 days later, after watching him decline daily in horrible pain, they said a couple of weeks. On the evening of January 11th, 26, Jerry passed away and is no longer suffering. I'm trying to wrap my brain around the fact that my soulmate for almost 39 years, who I've never seen sick or in pain, could get a stomach ache and be gone in 4 weeks. He was my hero, my rock. And will forever live in my heart. Thank God I have a wonderful support family, my Washington Guard family, NewstalkSTL family, who I could not get through this without. I'd also like to thank Jessica Porcelli for her guidance through this, as she is an angel. With her experience as a hospice nurse, she gave me peace in this process. Thanks to the Washington Guard, as they become a member, they say become a member and you're never alone. They've proven that. Thank you to my NewstalkSTL family for everyone's prayers and thoughts. They mean so much and are greatly appreciated. Most of all, thank you to my great family, especially our grandchildren, John and Lily Schottenhamel, who was the pride and joy of Jerry's life. Vic for Vets couldn't do it without the support of Alamo Military Collectibles, Gemini Wealth Group, Heroes Care Incorporated, Michael's Funeral Home, and Freddie's Market. Tomorrow is Jerry's birthday, and Allison asked me to play this for him. I think you know what it is, right? I thought I'd be able to get through that.
Almost. You almost did. And you, Vic Head Allison, thank you so much, darling.
Allison, we love you.
We love you, and we're here for you. I don't know.
Happy birthday, Jerry. We miss you. Allison, we love you. And there is a celebration of Jerry's life happening tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
If you'd like to be a part of that. Sorry, I should have been more prepared on this, but
And Jerry loved this song, right? I mean, this was, the Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles, yeah.
The Beatles. Celebration of life tomorrow, Elks Lodge in St. Clair from 3 to 6. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was going to get through that.
No, it's fine, Vic.
Okay. Do you want to take a break, or do you want to just talk to...
I want to talk to this lady. And then we'll take a break, and then she'll come back with us.
All right. So, pull up a microphone there.
Let me help you.
Oh, I got it.
There we go.
That was tough. Thank you, Jerry, for your service. Allison, our prayers to you.
All right. So our guest is Diane Wood, whatever. What's the story?
I told you, Diane.
I can't beat that.
Spending time with Chris Coop. What are you doing?
What?
I can't.
Two-timing you? Is that what you think?
You are two-timing me, yes.
Well, I went into his place, and he has a big bar when you walk in the door.
Isn't that great?
Oh, my gosh.
It's awesome.
So we don't have a bar.
We don't
fireplace,
have a bar.
right?
Fireplace.
Portrait of Kramer from Seinfeld
Oh,
on
my
the wall,
God.
right? Craziness.
Oh, it was wonderful.
So, of course, we're kidding, right? So everybody knows that. So how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
So I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Are you a fan of movies? Are you a movie fan?
I love movies.
Godfather 2. Did you ever see Godfather 2?
I just watched it. I watched all 3 last week.
You got to go back once in a while.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So President Trump is talking to Xi.
Yes.
Talking to us about Xi. Great guy, respect him, totally good guy. Don't you think he's just keeping his friends close and his enemies closer?
No doubt about it. No doubt. He is the master chess player ever.
And the press want to know the most classified secrets from him. They're so stupid.
And he tells them that, too.
And I love that.
I like that about him as well.
Yeah, and the reporters, on, like, for example, and I go to this all the time because we watch the Today Show and Good Morning America.
Yes.
They always do this. The reporters say, well, yeah, it was really fun, but we really didn't get a whole lot out of it. There wasn't so, but look, turn around right there. You can see on the screen. This is him, President Trump and Xi Jinping. Trump is, by the way, in front of him, and he's walking with his head held high in front of the armed services of China.
Exactly. Exactly. I noticed that as well. And he took the lead everywhere he went. I mean, he was always, when he was walking in the garden, he was like ahead. And I noticed that as well. Those are big things when you're in the diplomatic service and you're watching and wondering, like, do you bow? Like President Obama bowed to
everybody.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
So you, when they shake your hand, like, what are you doing? Are you like bowing your head? Are you, like, what are you doing?
And no wimpy handshakes.
And
from
no,
Trump, right?
no,
grabs that hand,
like
puts his hand on
look
top.
at your eye,
right?
But the gun's in the pocket.
But Diane, you said it's very, very important, and it is. President Trump knows this stuff. He's had a lifetime of this.
He does.
And when he was shaking hands, he was shaking their hands.
He was.
He was looking at them in the eye. He didn't bow his head.
Right, exactly. No, it's so wonderful to have him on the stage, and everybody's saying, like, I wonder what he's going to give up. He's not going to give up anything. I mean, if it's good for America, it's good. That's what he wants.
Yep.
So,
do you remember the first time he met Putin during his first term? Was it his first term? Yeah, it was his first term.
Yeah.
But we weren't on the air during his first term.
No.
But we were talking about it. I guess we were just talking
later,
about
yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing about President Trump isn't exactly what you're talking about, how he shakes hand, how he walks a little bit in front. He made Putin come to him.
I remember that.
And that's why we were talking about it, because Biden went to Biden. Biden went to Putin.
Yes.
And Trump is like, he's waiting. I'll shake your hand if you come over here. Right?
I know. Well, Biden, when he went to China, they made him come back down the back stairs. They didn't have a red carpet.
Oh, but that was Obama.
Oh, was that Obama?
Yeah, Obama.
Obama?
They didn't have the steps for him or anything. No. That's my.
I get they're both the same.
Well, Obama ran the show with Biden.
That, right.
But the fact, the truth is that they did not have all this pomp and circumstance with Obama,
Right.
period.
All right, hold on, you two. I just want to make sure I got something right. I don't want to say it right. So the black president had to go out the back door? Is that what you're saying? In China?
Ooh. They made him do that?
Huh?
They went there?
How about that? They went there?
Wow. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a racist or Xi Jinping's a racist. I'm just saying it's really funny that they made the black president go out the back.
Yeah.
No respect.
No respect at all.
No respect.
And at that time, he was our president.
You're right.
I don't care what anybody said. He was our president, and they treated him that way. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
So, Marco Rubio, you like Marco?
I think he has come into his own like I've never known anybody to do that. I mean, just listening to him, he's full of energy and he's so brilliant. And yeah, I'm really excited about him.
I am too.
I am.
So now comes the tough question for both
Okay.
of you guys. JD or Marco in 28?
My husband asked me this question this morning. He really did.
And your answer was?
Marco Rubio.
Ken?
Yeah.
It's too soon for me. Okay, when the media does what they're doing to J.D. Vance, I have to have pause. I have to wonder why the media is doing it.
Right.
Who's the bigger threat? They may perceive J.D. Vance being the current biggest threat, but you've got Ron DeSantis on the wings,
like him.
Oh, yeah.
and you like him.
Yes.
Our bench is so deep.
It is.
And that's kind of the problem. I just hope that some civility within our party at that time that we have to decide is there.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
The thing I like about Marco Rubio, he speaks Spanish, so he's
Yes.
going to bring in, and he's, J.D. Vance was home alone at the White House is what he said.
Yeah.
He
Right.
He was
Put
home
the
alone.
aftershave on today.
I'm sure the memes are out there for that.
You bet.
But what he's doing is really very important about all the fraud
Of
and
course, yeah.
discovering all that. So yes, we still have a couple of years to go. So
Yeah.
who knows what's going to happen?
But I agree with you. I really enjoy what Marco Rubio is doing.
He is really coming into his own. I've never thought that about him until I see him now on all the talk shows and listening to him speak. And he's on it. He just understands the whole dynamics of what is on the plate.
You said the phrase, our bench is so strong. So just saying, just 28 to 36, let's say J.D. Vance, 36 to 8 years. I'm counting, getting reelected.
Yeah.
Marco Rubio, 36 to 44. Ron DeSantis, 44 to 48. And then Barron Trump, 48 to 56.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're so presumptuous, though, Vic. Look at the
About
bench.
what?
Look at the bench they have. AOC, come on. Hakeem Jeffries. Jazzy Crockett may be coming back. We don't know. That's a bench there, mister.
So that's a great joke. Let me do the joke my way.
Okay.
Look at their bench. They got,
Yeah.
Who do they have?
Aren't you glad you're not a Democrat? Honestly, aren't you glad?
We in these hot ass streets, honey.
Pride of St. Louis, MICDS right there. Just the worst. They are just the worst. And, do you know about EdStoit?
I don't know.
It's our acronym that Ken and I made up. EdStoit stands for Everything Democrats Say the Opposite is True.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Even in the names of their bills, right? The Inflation Reduction Act. Nope.
Well,
Inflation went up.
Very true.
Right?
Very true.
Affordable Care Act.
Right.
Sorry, can't afford it. So they try to trick you because the bill's got a nice little cushy name.
Yeah. Or what was it? Clean Missouri.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
They just, they're just so full of it. All right, we got to take a break. You can stick around, right?
I can hang out with
Fantastic.
you forever.
Thanks for your patience with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Diane.
And one more time, we miss Jerry Schottenhamel. His birthday tomorrow. Allison already said thanks and that she loves us. So we love you back, Allison.
Thanks, Allison. We love you.
And more with Diane Wood on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Hey, how you doing?
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. Vic and Ken. Vic brings the thunder. Ken steals the thunder.
Ken, Thunder Stealer.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
I think we should be able to have a civil conversation.
The news and talk that matters to St. Louis.
This conversation has completely made me crazy.
This is complete insanity.
News Talk STL.
The Herzog Foundation is the vision of its founder, Stanley Herzog, and it exists to promote quality Christ-centered K-12 education nationwide.
Hi, this is Chris Stegall with the Herzog Foundation. We offer a wide variety of resources relevant to today's families, including a free online publication called The Lion. The lion is one of God's most majestic creatures, symbolizing strength and courage. Named for its attributes, the Lion publication carries articles covering a wide range of topics facing American families and culture, especially related to the education of children. The Lion can be found online at readlion.com. That's READ lion.com.
Sign up for The Lion at readlion.com and find dozens of must-read articles published every day. Visit readlion.com and subscribe for the weekly and daily digests so you never miss an article. Readlion.com. That's readlion.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Link, owner of the Dental Link. You've heard ads about teeth in a day, but did you know that you will be chewing on plastic, acrylic teeth? Here at the Dental Link, we can give you porcelain crown and bridge teeth utilizing mini dental implants that function much more like real teeth at about half the cost. Plus, mini dental implants are less invasive, less painful, and your recovery time is much shorter. Give us a call at 314-794-6464 or simply visit us today at thedentallink.com.
Hey, it's Susie Moore. If new flooring makes you think hassle, think again, because Michael's Flooring is changing the game. For over 30 years, Michael's has been locally owned and trusted for quality, variety, and amazing service. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl, or ceramic tile, their expert team makes installing new floors exciting, not stressful. That's why customers keep coming back. Visit Michael's Flooring at St. Peter's, Starting Prairie, Creve Coeur, or online at igotfloored.com. That's igotfloored.com.
No big old corporate lib AM station telling us what to say here. Conservative talk for St. Louis. This is News Talk STL at 101.9, 94.1, and always streaming at newstalkstl.com. Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019.
Hi, this is Steve Heitner. You may know me as Kenny Banya from Seinfeld, and you're listening to Vic and Ken on the Vic Porcelli Show on News Talk STL.
Wise guy. Wise ass.
Yeah.
Remember when he was here? Remember that?
He was a wise ass.
He was a wise ass
It was
to me.
fun. It was so much fun. I loved it.
You loved it?
I loved it.
So, somebody, I'm not even if it's sure somebody we interviewed, we must have been somebody we interviewed, said you got to express yourself during the interview.
Yeah.
So after the interview is over, I said to Ken, I said, "Oh, express yourself. Remember that song, Express Yourself." Next day, he's got it ready. That's how good he is.
You are.
He's on
rock.
it. Gets it.
Thanks, Diane.
All right, don't get his head too big. He's not that good. He's not that good.
Quit being jealous.
You.
That's in my Italian nature. So jealous, and I hold a grudge.
I
have held grudges for years.
You know, that's not exclusive to the Italian population, though.
I know.
I mean, I have Irish heritage and a couple of other things. I think I'm a Sapapa Indian, and I think we hold grudges pretty good ourselves.
How about you?
Well, the Italians, the horse head in the bed. It's like,
right?
Get rid of the grudge.
Do you know that was a real horse's head?
No,
Yes, it was. It was already dead.
Okay.
They didn't kill it for the movie.
I did not know that.
It was already dead, and they cut
gosh.
off the head because we needed it for the movie, and they did it.
What a scene that was.
That is one of the most gruesome things. And here's another
Yes, it
little
was.
piece of trivia about that scene. Mr. Waltz, Jack Waltz, can't think of the guy. John Marley played Mr. Waltz. He didn't know they were going to do that.
No, really.
Huh.
So he's pulling the covers
Covers
up
off?
and the blood. So that screaming that he does is kind of a real real reaction.
Oh my gosh, I would have had a heart attack.
No kidding.
Wow.
There are so many times in movies that kind of stuff happens, like in Die Hard. Have you seen Die Hard?
I have, yeah, right.
Christmas movie or not?
I have not seen that.
Oh, you haven't seen Die
No,
Hard?
I have not.
It takes place on Christmas, but it's guns and shoot 'em ups the whole time,
Yeah.
which I love. So Hans Gruber was the actor's was the character's name. He was the bad guy, played by Alan Rickman, right? And so he falls off the. Sorry, this is going to be a spoiler when you see it. He's hanging from a ledge, and he falls off the ledge to his death, off the Nakatomi building or whatever it's called, right? So when they were filming it, they said, "All right, Alan, we're going to go count to 3, and when we count to 3, we're going to let you go." Okay? He says, "Okay, cool." So they go 1 and then drop him. They don't wait till 3.
Oh no.
So that expression on his face is real terror and real scare, real horror, you know.
The moral of the story is don't play in the movies.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
There it is.
And the moral of the story is Italians hold a grudge. What is your descendancy? Where?
So I'm mainly English and Swiss, and so when my family came over from Switzerland, they were the first ones in the Civil War to start over at Camp Jackson. The Swiss were the first ones into Camp Jackson that started the Civil War into Missouri.
Oh,
And
wow.
That was the beginning of the Missouri Civil War.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it was a good story.
Yeah.
Good story.
Speaking of that era and then before that, what is it your husband's involved in?
So he's in the Sons of the American Revolution.
I love this, Vic.
And
This is awesome.
So he actually has 35 patriots that fought in the War of the Revolution, grandfathers. Now, you say, how can you have 35 grandfathers? Well, when you go back that far and you got mothers and fathers, and the grandfather fought, the father fought, the son fought, and you do that for your the husband and the wife. He had 35 patriots that were in the War of the Civil War. Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing. And one of his grandfathers was in with the George Washington at Valley Forge.
Wow.
And and I actually documented this where George Washington said, today we're welcoming the North Carolina 3rd Division into Valley Forge. And he was one of those that was coming into Valley Forge that day.
So you've connected me with people that are involved in the period outfits and Steve and Esther.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
and we're going to try and get them on the air.
Oh.
And I'm hoping live in studio that they could wear that period outfits.
Right. Oh, it's so fascinating when you go back into that period and that time, and you and you actually see their signatures on the records. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you for connecting us so much, because
you are
we're going to
welcome.
do that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I think you'll really enjoy it.
All the food was enough, but you hooked us up with some Patriots too. So
Right.
Well, there you go.
Thanks for that.
So what do we got today? I mean,
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
We're not there.
All right.
I got a question for you.
I need a fork.
Oh, right.
Do you think George Washington spoke with a British accent?
No. Do you?
That's where he was from, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
They came over from
Think
England.
about that.
I know.
I've never heard someone ask that question before.
I know. Me neither. That'd be interesting.
And we didn't know.
We'll never know.
Well,
no, we never will. Until somebody gets me a time machine, damn it.
He asked me that question, and I was kind of perplexed because my grandfather's from Wales.
Okay.
He came over. He went from Wales to Canada. He became a mounted policeman. And actually,
yeah.
I've seen the pictures. And then he went from there straight to St. Louis, and then he immigrated, did it the right way.
Right.
But I don't remember him ever having an accent. But that's
Yeah.
because I didn't think of it that way at the time when I was
Right.
little. I only knew him
Right.
until I was like 10, 12 years old.
Exactly.
But yeah, and it seems to me that when I never asked anybody, but that's a good question. I can only imagine he had to have an accent. He had to.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting to do your family tree, and when you go back and when you really get deep into the family tree, and you keep going, and you can watch them from year to year as they start publishing the directories of what they did for a living and where they lived and how many people lived in their house. It's very, very fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the Ancestry.com.
Ancestry,
and all that.
yeah.
I'm curious up to a point. I'm not giving them my DNA. I'm not doing it.
When we have the guests on, when Steve and Esther come on, I'm going to be focusing. I know Vic's got a lot of questions for them.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of questions about historical things. I love it. I just love it.
I do too. You know, if you could go forward in time or back in time, I think I would rather go back in time.
Oh, no doubt.
I agree.
Would you like to do that?
If you had a time machine?
If you had a time machine.
First stop, though, Yankee Stadium, September 30th, 1927, to see Babe Ruth hit his 60th home run
my gosh.
off of Tom Zachary, the Washington Senators. I would love to be there for
My
that.
brother had a signed Babe Ruth baseball. Seriously, and he went out and played with it in the yard, and was old. And
Are you sure you weren't watching the movie Sandlot? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And it fell apart.
Oh my God!
True story.
What happened?
Wow.
I don't even want to know what happened. So, my wife, who Allison mentioned there, is just so great at talking to people, you know. And when she did it for hospice, she was just unbelievable, you know. So she was adopted at birth.
Your wife?
Yes.
Okay.
She, her biological mother, born in Coventry, England.
Oh, my.
Went to New York to get a job as an au pair, went to the World's Fair, and she got pregnant. And this is 1965, right? So, women don't have babies out of wedlock, and it's just fine back then, you know? So she gave up the baby and then moved to Canada. Went from New York back to Coventry, then moved to Canada, got married there. And somehow my wife, without the internet or computers, tracked her down and found her.
Oh, my.
And I was listening on the call when she called. Annette is her name. And because you never know, these parents don't. Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
So she says, can I speak to Annette? And Annette says, is this who I think it is?
Oh, my.
I couldn't wait for you to find me. I couldn't wait for you to call, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
Then all of a sudden the phone rings from England, and it was Annette's mother. Hello, love. This is your nan. We want you to come visit. But Annette had the cutest, greatest little British accent. I'm sorry, this all happened from the accent.
Right.
If she did hear, she'd say, you what, love? You know? And with her kids, she'd say, I'll slap your legs. That was her threat. I'll slap your legs. So anyway.
It's unseen bit on your legs, you know. It's not like
That's right. Oh, my God. Think about that.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
A belt to the legs. Hey, that's the way I was brought up. And I deserved it, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Looking back.
I just want to tell a story because we're talking about George Washington. Probably had a British accent. All right, now let's talk about the food. Sorry, Ken, I didn't mean to
that's
I'm
great.
enjoying.
That's great.
So what do you got for us? You're the best. Look at all this stuff you brought.
I know.
I'm feeding you for the weekend. So I have quiche.
What makes you think that's going to last through tonight?
Yeah, really.
I don't know.
The quiche, forget it, gone.
So broccoli cheddar quiche, which we make at the bakery. We make small sizes too, so people don't have to, you don't have to share. And we have quiche Lorraine.
What's the difference?
So broccoli cheddar has cheddar cheese and broccoli, and the quiche Lorraine has bacon and chives.
What do you want?
Bacon.
Oh, good.
Bacon.
I wanted the broccoli one.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
I'll give you a choice.
I'll take the broccoli one.
Okay, now here's the other thing. I have a cherry pie, fresh cherry pie for you. And I also have a coconut cream pie. So you can choose. You can fight over those.
You want to wrestle?
Wrestle. I wanted to talk to you about that. Is it wrestle or wrestle?
Well, technically it's wrestle, but the way Vic says it is the right way. Wrestle. Yeah.
The reason I say it that way is because Muhammad Ali, because he was doing an interview, and he was going to do one of those charity things where he was going to fight the wrestlers, and he say, I'm going to whip all the wrestlers.
The wrestlers.
So ever since I heard him say that, and plus with all the politicians that call, you got to make them, see if you can make them laugh or something.
And we have the big event coming up, and it's the wrestling match for St. Charles County executives.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so I have a coconut cream pie. I've got pineapple upside down cake. I have some scones, lemon bars, coconut cream.
Lemon is one of my favorites.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
And Diane, I haven't, and you've got a fan at home. My wife loves you and loves your the cinnamon rolls that you.
Oh my God!
I took those home.
Yeah.
There's never Cinnabon. Nothing.
They're so much better than Cinnabon.
Thank you so much. Well, wait till you taste the pie.
Okay.
I mean, seriously.
He's not getting the pie. You can have the coconut cream.
Okay.
That cherry pie.
We love coconut cream too.
Well, there you go. They're made with lard.
Okay.
Grandma's recipe.
There you go.
And so the crust. I've had people say, "Just make me crust. Don't give me the filling. Just give me the
That's
crust."
so interesting because the crust
is that
unbelievable.
good. That good.
You bake with passion, and we can tell that. And I haven't forgotten about the possibility. And my wife so wants me to go decorate with you.
Well, let's come. Come
Just
on.
come on and talk to people. I haven't done it in so long. I'm intimidated.
Oh, don't be.
I'd love to do it.
With me? Oh, my God.
Now my girl's going to be hanging out with Ken.
There you go.
I can't win. Trolley Stop Bakery.
Thank you, yes.
What's the name of the shopping center?
It's a Forum Shopping Center at 67 Forum Shopping Center at the corner of Old Woods Mill and Olive Street Road.
Yep.
And that girl that works for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's still there.
She's just the sweetest thing.
She is. And I've got 2 more people now that work for me that are just as sweet. So you are going to be spoiled when you come in. So
awesome.
I just need to know, what is your favorite cake? I mean, I know your wife's cake because of her birthday is Black Forest, but I don't know what yours is, and I don't know what Ken's is. So we need to know. So
well, mine would be if I was just eating a cake, not for decorating purposes.
No.
This is really heavy.
Yeah.
But carrot cake and with the cream cheese.
You got it.
I like cheesecake is my favorite.
Cheesecake. Okay. What? Any flavor cheesecake
No,
or just regular
New York
style cheesecake?
Yeah.
Juniors.
So you'll still be the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show?
I would never stop.
We love
my
you.
sister. Give her a whoosh.
my
will
God.
You know what?
Whoosh.
We've got to give you one.
Whoosh.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
That's a
Thank
whoosh
you so much.
made with love.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks for being patient with me.
When you go to the bakery with Diane Wood, they express themselves.
Express yourself. Express yourself. Chat box is next. Stick around. Love you, Diane. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Diane.
You're welcome.
You don't never need help from nobody else.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli Show.
You're very good. You are very good.
On Newstalk STL.
On the next
Larry Connors, USA.
The story behind the story. This date, 1972, the attempted assassination of George Wallace.
Larry Connors, USA. Now, weeknights 6 until 8 on Newstalk STL.
1949, the last time a Republican held the top post in St. Louis City. A gallon of milk was 84 cents and streetcars ran down Grand Avenue. Unfortunately, St. Louis City streets are no longer the epicenter of family and business life. In the 80 years of Democrat control, our city has been on a steady decline.
Hello, Kirk Ilsinger, chairman of the Republican Party for the city of St. Louis, and we believe it is our duty to provide a different path forward. I invite you to our meetings the first Thursday of every month. Learn more at stl-gop.com.
Paid for by St. Louis City Republican PAC. Curtis Farber, Treasurer.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Never paint again with Rhino Shield. Listen to what a couple of happy customers have to say.
My family's business is over 10,000 square feet, and it did not have the curb appeal I wanted. Our building was really faded. You came out, you gave me all of these options that would fit my building. I don't want to have to paint my building again. 25 years is a long time to not have to worry about the outside maintenance of your building as far as paint. That's a no-brainer. That's why Rhino Shield worked for me.
What a wonderful job they did. It's beautiful. They were very thoughtful, kind, considerate guys. Appreciate all the work that these 2 young men did.
Call Rhino Shield, 877-25-RHINO, 877-25-RHINO, or 877-25rhino.com. See what we did there? Genius. Tell them, ladies.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
When insurance companies know you're represented by Under Law, they know Under is not going to let you be pushed around. Their reputation is built on years of courtroom battles. If you suffer an injury or damage to your property, serve the insurance company notice you have Under Law on your side. A St. Louis firm you can trust to protect you at every term. Don't settle for less. You want to win? Believe me, Under wins. Under, O-N-D-R, underlaw.com.
Downstairs, the band is all so joint. They've got a jukebox, the fools toy. The vice is nice, sisters in the back all day. But when the nighttime comes, hey, there's this cat down there that makes a bad kind of soup. I come around studying my luck to my shoot, coop, always been calling. He won't never take my coin. I said, got $30 in my pocket. What you doing?
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Over here, dear.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
Ricky freaking Lee Jones.
I love this song. I love this album. I got to talk to her on the phone. Only I never got to meet her in person. But she's just a delight. She's a lovely lady. Still out there touring. And damn it, I wanted to find the. So Willie Weeks plays that bass.
Amazing.
Willie Weeks played with everybody. And the horn section?
Yeah.
One of the guys is Tom Scott, who was with the LA Express.
Okay.
Back in the 70s. And he was part of the Blues Brothers horn section.
Oh, in the movie?
The band.
Oh, actual band.
The band, yeah.
Okay.
I saw that band, at the Beacon Theater in New York City. The actual Blues Brothers band.
Wow.
Steve Cropper, Duck Dunn, Mac
Really?
Guitar Mufi.
Wow.
The guys in the horn section. Paul Schaefer playing piano.
Amazing.
Ken, it was one of the best shows I ever saw, really. All right, Diane Wood has decided to stick around for a little bit.
She's not leaving.
Be a part of the insanity. That's wonderful.
We really appreciate you, Diane. We really do. All right, it's chat box time. Chat box time. If you want to chime in, chime right on in.
You just jump in there.
All right, what should we do first? I guess we should do, so Ed Stoit's not up my ass. We'll do the Rumble one first, all right? Gizgo 218. That's new to me.
Huh.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Good morning, Vic. I have an interview today for a job. Wish me luck. Hey, good luck.
Best of luck to you.
We hope you get the job.
Here's a whoosh for the good luck.
Whoosh.
Wish for good luck. We're still going to start the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Right.
All that kind of stuff.
Right.
Finally, Rumble. Morning, everybody. That's Allison.
Hey, Alice.
Hey, how you doing?
Good luck. Look, see, she's thinking about other people. Good luck on your interview. Please restart the show. Union grievance. Ed says, I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, no fair election,
no peace,
no fair tariffs,
no peace,
no fair chat box,
no peace.
No peace. Good morning, all you beautiful, mega, MAGA, ultra-patriotic, deplorable, garbage, degenerate, freedom-fighting, God-fearing, Vic Head, winners, whoosh!
Whoosh.
Oh, Ed would also like to remind us what day of the week it is. It's Friday.
It's Friday!
He also says, hey, good to see you.
Hey, it is good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
You know that kid? The Grasser grandson, we call him.
I know. I listen to him.
Good luck with your job interview. This is so great. See, this is why I love this chat box thing, because it's a family.
It's a community.
It's a community, Ken.
It's a Vic Head deplorable community.
Welcome to Vic Head. That's the name of the town, should
That's
be.
it. Vic Headville.
Vic Headville!
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome to Vic Headville.
Forget about it.
Hi, Allison. Everybody saying hi. What's up, everybody? What's up, PMS? Camera frozen again. Shut up!
Good morning, St. Louis.
Ready on the right. Lock and load. Ready on the right. That's Mr. Connor's big thing he does every day. Moved up the wheel. Oh, thumbs up for moving up the wheel. Because we had to accommodate the whole thing for Allison, and we knew we had Diane coming in.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, we moved everything up for you guys, okay? So I don't hear about the union grievances.
For you guys.
Apparently, the rep wasn't even a part of the committee or the meeting, and he was trying to get into and making a spectacle of. Oh, that's the guy in Tennessee.
Yes.
The guy who thinks he's Malcolm X meets
Exactly.
MLK.
He should have been let in. He's a Democrat.
He is.
Okay?
He's a crazy Democrat.
He should be let in.
He's
no matter what.
The left is reaching for anything they can to distract us from everything that they're doing, I guess.
Yeah, that's my stance. I believe that they have nothing to contribute to the American people. So what are they going to do? Just deflect, distract. That's all it is.
And they're trying to say that Trump has cognitive problems.
That's hilarious.
But they didn't say anything about Biden for 4 years.
President Trump sat across from one of the most powerful people in the world and did a 2-minute presentation of a greeting to him and his people. So don't tell me that and I'm sorry, without notes.
Right.
Okay? So don't tell me there's any cognitive decline there.
Can I just say one thing here just very quickly? I'm not a big fan of Sean Hannity. Ideologically, absolutely. As a broadcaster, he's terrible.
Right.
So he's got this, we don't have enough Hannity. Now there's a podcast of Hannity where he sits there in the chair and talks to people. And I think he was trying to tell the story of when President Trump was sitting across from the Taliban leader, and he said, if you hurt one American, I'll kill you. And the interpreter was like, he goes, tell him. And then while he was translating, President Trump pulls a photograph out of his pocket and gives it to him. It was his house. It was the Taliban
and
leader's
walked
house,
away.
And then walked away. He tried to tell that story, and I don't think he told it right at all, because he's a douchebag. Was that out loud?
That was out loud.
It takes him 5 minutes to ask the question.
Trump making our side of the globe safer by eliminating one dictator at a time. But I didn't even think about that. Maduro, right?
Died like a dog.
She.
Not Maduro, but that other guy. What was it? In the first...
Abdul Bakari is dead. He died like a dog. We heard him crying. I wouldn't have cried. He cried.
Get in the mic.
Thune needs to
It's
go.
not
You could. Yes, it is.
Oh, it's on.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You might have your headphones turned down.
Yeah, your headphones might turn. No, you're all right. No. Here, we can turn you up right there.
Oh,
you turned your leg turned him down.
Oh, my legs.
Yeah.
They get me in trouble.
Those legs.
Those legs.
Did you hear what she said? Those legs get me in
Get me
trouble.
in trouble.
I love that.
Sorry.
You on now? You
That's
good?
awesome.
Anything you want to say?
Nothing.
Thune needs to go.
Yeah.
Then eliminate the filibuster, pass the Save America Act, then codify, offense. Be on the
Thune.
offensive.
Thune.
I'm sure.
Bad llama.
Bad llama. I'm sure you've heard us say that we should be more on the offensive.
Yes, I have heard that.
And nobody's doing it. And I don't have time to run the world.
We're trying.
I got too much bakery goods from Trolley Stop to eat.
That's right.
So I can't. Red Friday, don't you worry about it.
Got it.
Kenny
We
and
got
I,
it going.
Red Friday, remember everyone deployed. And yours,
Yes.
pink is kind of a red.
I know it's supposed to be spring.
You're
It's
good.
just a washed out red. That's all.
I want our pharmaceuticals made in America.
Good idea.
China makes our
I
medicine.
know. I mean, right.
What if we go to war with them, real war, and they put poison in the pills?
They will do that.
You think
I'm
I would-
sorry, guys. What's going on here?
All right, just calm down,
What's
Mr.
going on?
Vice President. Vic agreed, like Steve Martin, but when I see Martin Short in my head, I just want to slap him. I can't do Martin Short. He's always, how you doing?
He's coming to St. Louis
I don't care, but thank you.
with Steve Martin. though.
I love Steve Martin.
He is good.
I love Steve Martin. Kenny, it's like a double whoosh Wednesday, but it's one wish willow.
Oh,
One whoosh.
One whoosh willow.
You guys are confusing me.
No, I get it.
Vicky
Whoosh.
Vicky says, put the movie reviews in your library. Call your book reviews page a library. Hey, don't tell us what to do. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. But I don't know what you want to do with that. You got copies of it.
I want people to be able to go to newstalkstl.com.
Oh, the website, yeah.
/ Porcelli. That's how to get to our page.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then / movies.
Ah.
Like that. Yeah.
So it's a lot of work, Ken, but you can make copies of all the ones that she has, scan them, and put them right in there.
Well, I'll ask her to give me the copies and
Electronically.
Yeah, we'll be able to do it.
much
We
better.
can do it, sure.
We will continue to listen to News Talk STL because our phone, iPad is a radio, and we can listen as we do other things.
And we love that, and it won't kill you to hit the button, the like button.
Oh, my God, it will not kill you.
It won't kill you. You'll do it.
I'm doing it right now, and let's see.
Let's see.
Still alive.
You're here.
Barely breathing,
Here
but I'm
you are.
still alive.
Okay.
Hey, Vic Porcelli Show chatboxers. This is Ed Stoit. Just reminding you to hit the like button. Would it kill you? It is the union rules.
His handle on is Ed Stoit. Everything Democrats say, the opposite is true.
Definitely.
You know that your phone is a radio, right?
I do.
Yeah, okay. Do
But
you
I don't need to. I mean, I listen to it at night. I catch you in the middle of the night. I catch you during the day, and yeah. So
fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ken, put the address of the drug website. My wife would be very interested.
Oh, okay.
So when I get
I did actually. It's Pharma Reformal. I'll do it right now.
Vic and Ken. Vic, off the air, loves the F word. Ken doesn't F around. I like that.
I wouldn't mind that.
Wonder if President Trump asked she if he knew what FAFO meant. She, do you know FAFO? Don't FAO. You don't FA, you're going to FO. She made Obama come out of the butt of the plane. Subtle move. Trump flew planes over Putin. She showed military, but no flyover. In September, you can bet Trump will fly over when she visits, because this is how you do it. Dignitary or somebody from another country comes.
Oh,
this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Planes fly above.
B-52s.
Love them. God, I absolutely love them. I watched. This is how sick I am. I watched a montage. It was an hour-long video of all the times the flyovers happened over the Super Bowl or over bowl games during the you know, and I was like, God, they just get better and better.
They do.
You know,
Right, they do.
Thank you for your service, Jerry. That's from Ed Stoit to Allison, and Ed says he's crying out here too. I did my share of that. Vic and Ken. Vic is human. Ken is too. If anybody does it,
thank you.
If Jim does that for you, he's gonna do it like the Jew way, like Karen would, right?
Ken is too.
Vic and Ken. Vic is human. Ken is too. I'm always accurate about my age. Thank you so much. That's Hyman Roth out on the balcony with the birthday cake.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Hope my age is accurate. I'm always accurate about
I'm always
my age.
accurate.
So enjoy. Thank you so much. I love you, Allison. Not as much as we love you. We love you so much. Trolley stop. Everybody says, Allison says hi to the trolley stop. Back from the Wildcat strike. The International Brotherhood of Chatboxers, Local 1019 and 94. They've unionized against us.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
that's
the
good.
Facebook,
But now Facebook is what?
Non-union, right to work.
Non-union, okay.
Right to work chatbox.
Right to work chatbox.
Trump,
What are the union dues?
Right? What are they? Hey, what are they?
hitting the like button. That's all you got to do.
That's all
The
it is.
like button. All right, there you go.
Download
Hit
our
that button.
podcasts. What else, Ken? Podcasts.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. All that stuff. Trump leaves China immediately. A story comes out that the U.S. may charge Raul Castro. He's about to be Maduro'd. Maduro'd. That's a verb. I Maduro.
I like
you
it.
Maduro. He Maduros. Logan Act violations. Obama, Cha-Pel-Us, Sanders. Have a blessed day, y'all. Gonna go chase squirrels for the weekend. What in the heck? Oh my God! I'm not reading DLWs.
Why would you do that?
Because he says a bad word. He doesn't like the Facebook. Because they're. Vicky said, just found you on Facebook. Okay. Barbara says, good morning, Freedom Fighting Vic Heads. Best show ever.
Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate you very much.
We get the best listeners ever, man.
We do.
And I want to say seriously though, thank you everybody for for being with us and letting us be with you throughout the week. We really appreciate it.
You done?
I am done.
Okay. Good morning, Vic Head Patriots. It's Friday. Good morning, Freedom Fighters. Michael Burton. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Not even a little bit. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. President Trump. He says that's a quote.
I know.
President Trump.
No. I think he's being snarky, but I think he thinks that way.
He doesn't know. He's a little.
It's Friday!
And that's it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You are the
I
best
appreciate
friend
you
of
guys.
us,
Thank
you know.
Thank you. It's a great show. I will tell you, I enjoy listening to you every day.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Thank you, Diane. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Have a great
You're welcome.
weekend.
You as well. Enjoy all your
Maybe Ken will do some
treats.
decorating for you.
I can't wait for him to come in. Oh,
My
he can
daughter's
teach me.
birthday is coming up.
So I want to tell you that the show that you said, Pomia.
Pomia, yeah.
I was got to find out who she is.
She's my daughter.
It's so awesome.
My daughter Abby, I told you she's graduating. I want to say congratulations to my daughter Abby. She's graduating this weekend. We're going to go down and see her. She's a big fan of Pomia.
Oh, I know. I heard that whole story. It was like amazing.
One day I want to hear on Saturday Night Live, musical guest Pomia.
I can't wait.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for having the record player on at night to listen to us this morning.
Make sure you have the record player on at
Thanks,
night.
Diane.
Diane Wood, we love you to death.
Thank
Trolley
you.
Stop Bakery.
You
We'll
got
see you
it.
Monday.
You got
Jamie's next.
Hey, it's Mike Ferguson. Mario's Donut Restaurant, that's your place to go for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. From mouth-watering sandwiches, omelets, delicious gyros, and Mexican dishes, to their revamped menu with cannolis, tiramisu, baklava, and danishes. And don't forget those famous donuts. Dine in or carry out, Mario's friendly staff is ready to serve you with love and care. Mention Newstalk STL when you visit, or just visit mariosdonutrestaurant.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey there, Chris Cooper here, your financial friend from Serenity Wealth Management. Join us this Sunday right here on Newstalk STL for a very special program. We're going to talk about the real estate markets. It's a weird market, right? Because it's a little emotional. We get emotional when we're talking about our house. We get emotional when we're talking about moving. And to help take some of that emotion out of the conversation, we're going to talk with my good friend Roy Doskell of RJD Realty. So tune in this Sunday, Newstalk STL, or on Serenity Wealth Now social media outlets.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors, LLC. KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is Newstalk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
Breaking news at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump says he's not yet made a decision on whether a major sale of U.S. arms to Taiwan can move forward following his 3-day visit to China. The president spoke to reporters today as he flew back on Air Force One following his diplomatic mission there. The Republican administration has authorized the sale, but it has yet to proceed, and China is opposing the deal strongly, in fact suggesting that Washington's relationship with the self-governing island is the key factor when it comes to U.S.-China relations. Iran's economy, meanwhile, has hit a weak point following Operation Epic Fury. More on that from Willie Nelson.
The Trump administration says its economic pressure campaign against Iran is continuing as the United States targets the regime's financial networks, oil revenue, and Chinese companies accused of helping Tehran evade sanctions. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the U.S. will continue targeting anyone helping Iran move money and fund the Iranian regime. Willie Nelson, Washington.
And President Trump says aircraft manufacturer Boeing has a deal to sell at least 200 planes to China. He says China has reserved the right to buy as many as 750 Boeing planes. Neither the Chinese government nor Boeing have issued statements confirming the deal has actually gone through. 2 people inside a small plane were found dead yesterday after it crashed into a home in Ohio. It exploded into flames. Akron Fire Department District Chief Sergey Lash says 4 people actually live in that house, but thankfully nobody was there at the time, or at least nobody was hurt.
There were a couple and 2 children that lived there. They were all 4 home, and they were able to get out with no injuries, so we're very fortunate that they are safe.
Although the home itself did have to be evacuated, as well as another nearby. The Federal Aviation Administration is investigating. They say the crash involved a Piper PA-28. On Wall Street, stocks value is going down. The Dow off 446 points at this hour. More from townhall.com.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
This hour of News Talk STL brought to you by Chris Cooper and Serenity Wealth Management. Business owners